Good morning. This is your wake-up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Wow. Look at this. Usually Alexis comes scampering in here with just a few moments to spare, which is fine. But you must have really been anxious to see us today. You got here a couple of minutes before you normally do.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to see you guys.
We're so glad.
You know what I like is that you show up for work and you're so lively when you're here. I can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah. But I just wanted to use the word scamper when referring to how you move.
With my short little legs, that is how I walk.
Scampers like a toddler. Ace, you're still sick.
Yeah, I spent all day in bed yesterday. I felt like a loser.
I'm glad I ain't get that shot.
Man, I'm struggling. I feel a lot better today. I'm still all stopped up and everything, but I feel 100% better than I did yesterday.
Your eyes look great.
I know. I feel fantastic.
He's got boogers.
Yeah, and at one point, Amanda said, "Hey, how many times have you taken that nose spray?" I was like, "I don't know. It's like 4." She was, "It's once a day. It's one spray a day." I said, "Well, the directions, it's not working, so keep using it." Yeah. So I doubled up, tripled up on a few things.
Your nose is gonna fall out.
Yeah. Anything to get over this. It was brutal yesterday, but yeah, I feel a little bit better today. Reagan's day is already ruined because he forgot to put his trash out.
It just hit me. It's Tuesday. It's trash day, and I forgot to put my trash out.
And that reminded me, you remember when the last radio station we worked for in the mothership market of Charlotte, they sent that thing around and said, don't put your personal stuff in the dumpster because they charge us by the pound.
Yep.
And all that. That was a lie.
Was that a lie?
Yeah, that was a lie. Come on, man. The company's getting charged for your trash.
Because somebody had left their like an old back patio set or something.
Patio
sitting outside there.
Well,
They
yeah.
And they were like, "Okay, we're going to draw the line there. You got to at least be able to get it in the dumpster. Come on."
I thought that was you. What did you put in there? Household stuff, Ace. You put like a refrigerator or something in
No,
there?
I just put bags. Y'all claimed that it was me,
Piano.
but it
You put
wasn't.
something
Yeah,
in
y'all
there.
claimed
You threw away
I
an old piano.
I put trash in there all the time, but I told them. They were like, "Yeah, it's fine, no problem."
They said, your trash heavy.
Yeah, I just threw regular old trash in there. I never threw, boxes or whatever. I wasn't throwing furniture in there.
Yeah, but one guy in that department said to the other guy in that, one of the other guys in that.
Offices, though, to get you what they want you to do, they just lie to you about it. Here's the reason why.
There is a thing you have to, if you're throwing away, what do you call it? Destruction stuff.
Yeah.
At the dump here, you have to get onto the scale, and then they weigh you, and then they weigh you when you come out to see how much less your truck weighs than when you went, and then they'll charge you. I did that one time, and I had to pay $1.13. I had to go all the way back through, and it cost $1.13 for what I was throwing away.
Give me a break.
Yeah,
I'm
that
telling
was
you.
that was before Jody had lost the weight, though. So she'd probably be a lot less than that now.
See what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, I was real excited yesterday afternoon. Drake and 21 Savage are going on tour together. It's all a Blur tour, but they're not coming to anywhere in the listening area. The closest place would be Atlanta, excuse me.
So would you have gone?
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
That's what gets me. Why are you so excited? You're not going.
I would love to go to that show. I just wouldn't.
Or would you be excited for the people that you know
I would
who would
be.
get to go?
I would be, and I would encourage everybody to go because that's going to be a fun show. I guarantee you that's going to be a fun show. So, but yeah, it's not. I'm too old for that. I can't be doing it. 35.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Just like, you're glad that Lil Wayne is coming.
Yeah.
But you're not going to go.
No.
Right. But Alexis is going. She's looking forward to it.
not
So
gonna
you're
I'm not
going to be
going.
happy. Oh, I thought you said you were.
No, the venue's too small, and the tickets were way too expensive for that venue.
Yeah, those tickets are super expensive for that.
I thought you
small
said,
venue.
I am going to that.
And I
am
wanted
going,
to,
going.
but I couldn't justify spending that much money and being squished.
That's an adult logic right there. It's like,
Yeah,
the place
it
is
is.
too small. I don't want to be crushed. I'm not trying to get jostled around at a
Yeah.
concert. That's an adult move.
All
Good for
concerts
you.
are too expensive now.
That is also true.
Biden's going to fix that, though.
He'll crack down on Ticketmaster.
he's cracking down.
I'll wait on it.
Yeah, banks collapsing all over the place, but he gonna make your concert tickets cheap.
Yeah, we worried about Ticketmaster.
Yeah, and a lot of bank stuff yesterday. Again, I still don't have the language to articulate what's going on.
I do.
Do you? Would
Yeah.
you like to explain?
The federal government is, when it's run by the certain political party, forces banks into making loans of things that are their pet political projects. This particular bank in Silicon Valley has been forced to make loans to these upstart environmental companies like solar power, hydropower, that sort of thing. And it's kind of like when in the Obama administration, when we had the subprime mortgage crisis, the banks being forced to loan money to people that they normally wouldn't because the risk is too high, and then making them charge a low interest rate. So therefore, the bank can't keep up with the money that they're loaning out because it's not coming back to them like it should, and then the taxpayers are on the hook for bailing them out.
Huh.
So in banking fees all across the country and in more confiscated taxes, the government will bail out these banks because it screws the people over who had their money in there who didn't do anything wrong.
I don't want to get deep into the weeds on this thing, but I do have a question because I saw this yesterday, but I saw it on Twitter, and a lot of times if I don't know the source that somebody retweets, I kind of doubt it. But is it true that the people that run that bank paid themselves bonuses first thing Friday morning before the FDIC came in and shut them down?
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I have seen that. I saw that, and I was like, I don't know this source because it was retweeted by somebody, and I couldn't. I didn't have time to track it at the moment. I just remembered it. Like they said that there's a story that they paid themselves bonuses Friday morning, knowing that FDIC was coming in to shut them down.
Well, I will say this: politicians on both sides of the aisle, in these situations, always look to hang out a CEO to dry or put the blame using class warfare on somebody. I don't know that could be true that they did that, but if it was legal for them to do it, then
but it doesn't look good.
I mean, who cares?
Well, I do. I mean, if I had my money in a bank and I found out that the people are giving themselves bonuses the day before they know they're about to go.
Yeah. Well,
kaput.
it's not the CEO's fault. It's not the bank people's fault. It's the government's fault for getting in their business to begin with and ruining it.
Yeah, according to Axios, U.S. workers received their annual bonuses on Friday, just hours before FDIC took over the collapsed lender.
That's Axios, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I still don't fully understand. My question is, how do you get such low interest rate for that long?
Because
you're
it's forced.
You're loaning out money to these companies that are borrowing the money at no cost.
Yeah.
Right.
How does that happen for this long?
Because they are the chosen ones. Look at it that way. If you have a company that's supposedly going to fight climate change and save the world, you get to be the chosen company. You get tax subsidies. You get to borrow money, and it's forced on the banks to loan you that money from the iron fist of the government, saying you better loan these companies this money because they're the companies we want, because they follow along with our climate change initiative, our Marxist agenda. And that's what it comes down to. The federal government with an iron fist telling private banks what they can do and what they must do is where it all starts. And I'm not just saying that, and I'm honest, I mean this, it's not just Democrats. Usually I'm railing on Democrats. There are some Republicans who sponsor this kind of crap too. And it's just too much power in the federal government.
Yeah, not good. Not good. This is good, though. Today, great day. It's National Learn About Butterflies Day.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, and it's also National Potato Chip Day. Double yes, 2 thumbs up.
Oh, it's
I mean,
also
are you
National
kidding?
Pie Day.
It's also National Pie Day, but not the fun one.
I know, but people still like Papa John's has a
day?
Papa John's has a buy one get one deal today because it's National Pie Day.
Yeah.
It's pi the mathematical 3.14.
Yeah.
But which I still don't understand from high school. I know I used pi and stuff, but whatever. But yeah, so like Papa John's today is doing buy one get one. It's
Nice.
buy one get one free or buy one get one half off, something like that. There's a special deal.
I think it's buy one, get one for 3.14.
Yeah. It
Oh,
is,
there
if
you go.
you're, and if you're a something member, all right, isn't it?
Papa Rewards.
Papa
probably.
Rewards program, yeah.
So
Get
check that out.
signed up. So those are a few things that are now trending.
I just wrote down a note for later. We need to do something called "Now that I'm 30, I don't blank." It's the fact that Riggins is so excited about a concert tour, he's not going to.
No, I'm excited about it though.
They're going to be close.
But what does that mean? There'll be YouTube highlights for you to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Today's group therapy. What happens when one member of a couple makes a decision that changes everything for that couple forever? What do you do then? Wait till you hear this decision a lady made without even consulting her significant other. Next.
The Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Your little, don't call him my boyfriend, made a new friend yesterday. And he was all excited about it,
He was
right?
so excited. He sent me a text message.
And he doesn't have many friends here in North Carolina because he's from New York.
Yeah.
And all of his friends are there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he texted me yesterday and he's like, hey, I made a new friend. So I called him because I was like, it better not be a woman friend. I don't like that. So I need clarification.
Okay.
So I called him. He's like, yeah. He was like, I was at the grocery store and this guy just came up to me and asked me if I played sports. And he was like, we got to talking and he works here in Charlotte and we exchanged numbers and blah, blah, blah. So I was not trying to ruin his excitement or his fun, but I said, is that how guys make friends? I was like, do they just go up to random guys at the grocery store and just start conversation and ask them, hey, do you play sports? And he's like, I don't know, I guess. I'm like, I don't know, babe. I was like, I think that he might be interested in something else.
Like he may have been flirting with him.
Yeah.
And, wanted to hook
Do
up.
you play sports?
Yeah, who says that, right?
Well,
y'all,
I mean,
y'all don't do that?
Well, I've told guys in stores and all before I've come to them and say, hey, wow, you've got the body of an athlete. So it's kind of the same thing.
It's a little strange to me.
Here's my question, though. Do you play sports? I would think would normally need to hey, we're looking for... Yeah, we're
need
trying to pick up
softball
one more
player,
player for our softball team or for our basketball team or something. But that didn't follow. It was just the opening line was, "Do you play sports?"
Yeah, I don't know if the guy has some type of league or whatever the case was, but that's still weird to me.
But you said that guy that approached him is an athlete. He played college football.
He played college football, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, would you go up to a guy and just be like, hey, do you play? I don't know. That just seems odd
No,
to me.
that wouldn't be my first thing that I would say to someone that I saw as a stranger in the store.
And at the grocery store, out of all places.
Very true. Very true.
I would get it if it was at a sporting store.
So you didn't tell him any of this?
I did. I said all of it to him, and he told me I ruined everything.
Yeah, which is what you tell me all the time.
I wonder where you got that from.
Look at the twist that took place there.
And I told him, I said, listen, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay. You're good.
Yeah,
that
so
you know what's going on.
If he were at Academy Sporting Goods or something and he's overlooking at the golf clubs and all, that could be hey, you play golf?
Yeah.
How often do you play? I don't get out there like I used to. I got a baby now, and my wife's on to me about being gone too much, whatever. That kind of thing could strike up a conversation. But just walking up to somebody in the produce section,
That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, wow.
That's where I imagined it in my head. It happened.
You look very, very fit and coordinated.
Mm-hmm. And if he was wearing those little joggers that he wears, I don't know.
All right, so
That does seem odd for there not to have been a follow up of. So we're looking for a guy to play on our softball team if you're
Right.
interested, kind of thing. That I would totally understand because you see a guy and think, I bet that guy's good. You just want the best players.
Yeah, but he was so he sounds so deflated after I just ruined this thing for him.
But he doesn't need to have it ruined. Let him find out. The guy may be just a normal guy. It may just be the way he starts conversations with people.
I don't know.
What do you think, Riggins?
I think it's totally normal.
Really?
Yeah, at 100%.
I wouldn't go up to a girl and be like, hey, and I don't know. I just wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Women go up to each other and say things like, "Oh my girl, I love your hair," or that top you're wearing is so cute. Where did you get that? I mean, strangers who are women will say that kind of stuff to each other, And that's pretty much the same kind of thing. It's like he just approached him about some man thing about sports.
I don't think
You
that
know
is
what?
that common at all. I don't think that's common at all. Just to walk up to some guy and go, "Hey, you play sports?"
No,
and then
it's
just
not.
start a conversation with him.
Yeah.
It seems weird to me.
It's not common, but I can see where maybe he's not used to approaching people and all that. So how are we going to find out? He's going to start the friendship with him and pursue it.
Well, I asked him yesterday because I had an event last night, and so after I left, I said, "Hey, I was like, did you text your friend yet? Have you guys
See,
texted
like
yet?"
this is why guys can't have friends because he makes a friend and she's like, gay. It's like, okay,
That's a good point. That's a valid point, Reagan.
gay.
Yeah, and now she's mocking him. Doesn't even know.
Oh, is it your friend? Is it your boyfriend? Oh, you're gonna make out? It's like, shut up. You haven't even you're like in your pajamas, like your hair's in a dirty bun. He's like, yeah, because I'm tired of hanging out with you. I gotta make like an actual friend. I'm thrilled to get away from you. You got like Cheeto dust on your fingers. Is it your boyfriend? Shut up.
Go hang out with your friend.
So,
Exactly. How's your friend doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
This lady is a mom, and she say that she thinks there should be kid-free movie theaters. No kids in the movie theaters.
Not bad.
And she said it doesn't matter what the movie is. Like, even if adults, like, Rob wants to go see an animated movie or something, there should not be kids allowed into it. You could go with that, couldn't you, Rob? You don't like kids?
No, I do not.
He just admits it. No, I do not. I do not like children.
And you know why it is? I think I figured out why Rob doesn't like children.
Why?
Is because they are, with the things that they find fun and entertaining and all, they are his peers, and he doesn't play well with others, and so that's why he doesn't like children, because he's not good at sharing. Like, he wants all the comic book movies to himself. He wants all of the animated T-shirts to himself. He doesn't want any of the other little kids having them.
That's an interesting point.
I think they're ruining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are crowding his world because they like the same things.
How dare
So
they?
it would seem like everywhere Rob would go for some fun, he would run into a bunch of kids that he doesn't want to be around, because everything he does is built for children.
It's very interesting.
So he lashes out.
I should be selling that lemonade, not you.
No.
But he would want to sell it from inside the house.
Yeah.
And they have to leave it. He would leave it outside, like, come get it at this time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
leave the money.
Leave the money.
Right. On the honor system.
I think it's maybe because he's scared that when he's going into his world, which is a childlike world, that the other children are going to beat him up. You remember? Because he was scared to go outside to those 9-year-olds that were taunting him on the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're afraid of physical violence from a 9-year-old, Rob?
I mean, I don't, because I can't hit him back. So
Oh, that's what it is. Rob, you
I'll
wouldn't
go
even
to
hit it.
jail if I hit him back. So I don't
You
want
a
to get
punk.
involved.
But think about how many tender moments of joyous tears Rob has probably had interrupted in one of his movies by some child yelling out or something.
Yeah.
The kid speaking out when Spider-Man is turning back into Tobey Maguire or whatever. It's rough. Now I understand him, and I get it. Yeah. I get it.
The kids are crying. He's crying. Like,
Exactly.
everybody's crying.
Yeah. And he's afraid they're going to get all the chicken tenders at the concession stand.
They're moving
All the
in on
nuggets.
everything that he loves. He just can't
Everything.
get away from them.
Everything.
The Ace and TJ Show is now your favorite radio and TV show in the morning. Stream us anywhere on our YouTube channel at Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So, what happens when one member? But Taylor Swift's got this massive tour that's about to start. She's playing stadiums, and she opens with 2 nights at the stadium where the Super Bowl was held. Yeah, she's playing back-to-back nights, sold out in a stadium. It's in Glendale, Arizona. And the mayor did a surprising press conference yesterday. They are going to officially rename Glendale, Arizona, Swift City in honor of Taylor Swift and the opening of the tour.
Now, therefore, I, Jerry P. Wires, mayor of the city of Glendale, on behalf of our city council, do hereby proclaim that on March 17 and 18, 2023, the city of Glendale will be renamed Swift City. And all Swifties are encouraged to share their smiles that could light up this whole town on all the social media platforms, because the best people in life are free.
Now, do you think he knows that's a lyric from her song, or somebody tipped him to it?
No,
Not a
someone
chance.
wrote that for him for sure.
Not a chance.
Here's my question. That's why I wanted to play that. Do you think that makes him cool for doing that, or is it not cool because it's obvious that he doesn't know the lyrics and somebody tipped him off to what he should say?
Right, it's like Grandpa trying to be hip.
I think he's oblivious to so many things for even doing that. Taylor Swift Day.
Okay.
Really?
Because she would absolutely destroy his politics and his beliefs.
Maybe so, but he's just having
in
fun.
the political world.
They're making a lot of money this weekend off of Taylor Swift, so no, I can see why.
It's back-to-back stadium nights almost everywhere. So she'll
Yeah.
do like 3 nights in a row at MetLife Stadium, which is insane.
It's unbelievable.
And then SoFi Stadium, like 2 nights
She's doing
back.
back-to-back nights in Atlanta at the same. I think in almost
Most of
every place she's playing at least 2 nights in a stadium.
Ain't nobody gonna show up for that.
Yeah,
They already
right.
have. Those tickets are sold out.
And you
She
can
bought
rename a city just for like 2 days.
Yeah, they're just having fun with it.
They
Just
need
in
to
her
rename
honor.
some
Taylor
cities
Swift
around
bought
here.
those tickets herself.
What are you trying to remake?
mama bought 'em.
You want a city renamed for you?
Yeah, for at least
Her
a
not a-
day. That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool to have a day proclaimed for you in a city? I've always
Yes.
thought that would be awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, not her mom. Probably an aunt or something bought
Yeah,
those tickets,
right.
just like they do the candy bars at school.
It's Tuesday. The doctors are in. This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show.
Anytime you need a little assistance, need some advice, we have group therapy every Tuesday at this time on the Ace and TJ Show. This was DM'd to our Facebook page, but you can DM us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at the Ace TJ Show. And I assume this is about the person that sent it to us, but he wrote it in a rather interesting way. He said, hey guys, so let's say a couple has been together, not married, for 6 years. They have a 4-year-old son. They have their ups and downs like every couple. And 6 months ago, without any consulting or discussion, she says she is done playing the piano. No medical reasons. She just, quote, just doesn't want to, end quote. The first 2 thoughts are that she isn't interested in him and that maybe she has someone on the side. For the sake of the question, let's say neither of those are true. Should she have discussed this with him first, or should he just respect her decision?
Did you say they're married or not? I
They're
missed that
not
part.
married.
Oh,
They've been together for 6 years. They have a 4-year-old son. Again, the way it's written, you don't really know for sure if it's this guy that wrote to us who asked to be anonymous or if he's writing about somebody else's situation. But should she have discussed this with him first, or should he just respect her decision?
No, of course, talk about
Yeah,
it.
obviously, she should have discussed it with him first. But now the question becomes, does he, respecting her decision, does that mean he's allowed to move on in the relationship? He just moves on to somebody else?
yeah, and I don't think she's required to have the discussion with him beforehand. They're not married. They're not legally committed to each other, so it's not part of the arrangement in a legally recognized marriage. That is something that is required of both people in the marriage, and if one decides not to do it, then that's grounds for divorce. So they're not married, no matter how long they've lived together or how many kids they've got. So yeah, he should just start doing his thing and not talk to her about it and go, all right, well, if you want to stay living together and all, that's fine, but
That's kind of
I'm
my
going to
question.
go do my thing and don't even ask me about it.
So that's my question, because if
We're
a
not
4-year-old
married.
son, do they stay living? They stay kind of in a relationship to raise the child, but he just goes and meets some women on the side, or how does that work? What does he do now is the question today.
It really doesn't matter. If they're not married, it doesn't matter what either one of them does as far as the other goes, as far as a commitment to each other and all of that. I mean, it's already, she's just deciding, no, I don't want you anymore.
That's true.
So either, she doesn't want you and you live in the same house, or she doesn't want you and you go live somewhere else. Yeah. The same result. So she doesn't want you.
So what does he do now? Does he go start a new relationship? Does he find someone else? Does he just respect her decision and stay in this particular relationship because they do have a child together? That's the question for today's group therapy. It's posted on all of our social media at the Ace TJ Show. We'll get your answers next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
I'm telling you, I have heard this, but I mean, I'm not a professional real estate person, but I've heard that at the moment it's a seller's market.
Yeah.
Now, that's what somebody had told me. So if you're looking to sell a house or buy a house, whatever you want to do, in the Lake Norman area, it is the Temple team. Or you contact the Temple team wherever you are. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The reason we can recommend the Temple team so highly to you is because Ace and I have both used the Temple team's services when buying and selling houses. I'm in a house right now that was assisted by a member of the Temple team in the purchase of it. And her name is Kelly. So you got your Pam, you got your Kent, Temple, and you got their whole team, and that's why they're called the Temple team. So anything you need, staging, marketing, the best, most knowledgeable people in the area, as far as we are concerned, is the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team to get them.
So how often do you wash jeans?
I think every 2 to 3 wears.
2, 3 wears? Okay,
Yeah.
Riggins?
More than that.
Okay.
Maybe 4 to 5 wears. No, maybe even more. Maybe like 6 or
I
7
used to wash
wears.
them all the time. TJ was the one that told me years ago, hey, you're not supposed to wash jeans all the time.
You're
like that.
not.
I used to wash them after every time I wore them for years and years and years. So they put together a panel of experts. Here's how many times you can wear different types of clothing without washing them. Now, that doesn't say where these experts come from or who they are to be experts, but here you go. Pajamas once a week if you shower before bed. If you don't shower before you go to bed or take a bath, daily. Coats and jackets once a month. Jeans once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month for jeans. Yeah, underwear. It says don't rewear your underwear. Wash them after every wear. Socks after wearing them once. Workout clothes after wearing them once. Shirts after wearing them once. If they had direct skin contact, you can go a little longer if you're wearing it over another shirt.
Like a hoodie.
Yeah, like a hoodie. If you have an undershirt or something like that on underneath, you can go a couple of wears before washing them. What's the limited number of time? What's like a couple of hours that you would put something back on the hanger?
Yeah, I think the expiration is 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like if you put on a shirt, went to a movie, came right back home, you could probably pull that off and just
Right.
hang it back up.
Yeah, unless the movie's outside in the summer.
Good point.
You know, one of those movies in the park things.
Yeah.
And they don't ever say about brasiers, my dear, because women are nasty when it comes to those bras. They don't wash them nearly enough.
I was going to say, shouldn't they theoretically be washed after every wear?
No.
Because they're on the skin.
They're on the skin though. It's like underwear.
Yeah, no.
In
it's
many
not
ways.
But it's not the same because with underwear, there's other things going on.
Yeah, but if you
It's
wore
not the same as men's underwear.
yeah, but if a guy wore a
No.
t-shirt every day, if a guy wore a t-shirt under his shirt, that would need to be washed every day according to this.
I don't think so. Just don't wear any, actually. Just don't wear a bra.
Yeah,
And you don't have to worry about that.
Y'all nasty.
Yeah, so we should the solution is just give up wearing bras.
Yes,
put in the
they're
effort.
uncomfortable anyways.
How many bra wears do you go before you wash?
A few, like 3 or 4.
Occasionally a few more.
Well, that's if I wear a bra. I don't like wearing bras.
Gross.
I don't care.
Is that why you wear a hoodie in here all the time?
That's exactly what I'm.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
We're on YouTube right now. I guess I should apologize to Mr. Todd, who runs our YouTube, because I wore a light-colored hoodie today, and I'm not supposed to wear anything light because it washes me out because I'm so pale. Pale face ace is what they call me.
What up, YouTube?
It's almost greenish.
So search
Yeah, you do look a little. You have a little green hue.
yeah, okay. That's probably just the
Looking
color.
jaundicey.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
You got green jaundice.
You got
But
you
hey,
walking jaundice.
you are lighting up the room as the Green Lantern.
So you can check it out on YouTube, Ace TJ TV. It's Paleface Ace and TJ in the morning.
Oh, shamrock shape
Yeah.
looking. It's like mint green.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
weird.
why are you mint green?
I think
that?
it's the way he dials down the color to try to make it darker, make it sharper on my camera, because my camera is different from everybody else's for whatever reason. We have 3 different cameras in here, and something about that makes this color, this cream-colored hoodie I'm wearing, look kind of greenish. I think.
Mint chocolate.
I don't know. Thank you, Rob. You're just full of it this morning, aren't you?
I just turned on a ring light in my face.
Cute.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's reflecting out of your glasses.
Yeah, especially from your
Like you-
glasses.
2 white dots for eyes.
I probably shouldn't do that.
You guys are so high maintenance. Me
I'm
and
not doing
Riggins just
anything.
be chilling. We don't even like worry
not
about
doing
it.
anything.
I'm not
Laptop
high
filming us.
maintenance at all. It's just I just can't help the fact that I'm very pale.
We look like we're on a Zoom call.
Yeah, exactly.
Your skin is very high.
Y'all are wondering about your lights. We over here on a 1.3 megapixel camera slapped on a Chromebook. This is as good as it's gonna
I
get.
know, like
We got to get both of y'all in one shot. We got to do it with different
This is
cameras.
a struggle over here.
Y'all are lit by a neon sign behind you.
You don't hear us complain.
Y'all sitting under the neon moon.
Yeah. Well, y'all aren't paying for it either.
Yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
I'm not complaining. I'm making an observation that I forgot today and wore a dark. I didn't wear. It's my fault. I didn't wear a dark color like I'm supposed to wear. I'm not supposed to wear light colors anymore in here for anything. Apparently,
Just in general.
it's just like a
general.
dark
Ever.
T-shirt is all I'm allowed to wear from now on for the rest of my life. Apparently.
You should have been born so white.
Yeah, Ace. You ever think of that?
Yeah, I should have done something about that.
Think about that.
You know, and
Yeah,
now-
don't blame Mr. Todd. Blame your Irish ancestors.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So group therapy today seems to be a slam dunk. Whether you're watching on YouTube or you've already responded to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, everybody seems to say this relationship is over. If you missed it, it's a couple that have been not married, but they've been together for 6 years. They have a 4-year-old son. And the guy says 6 months ago, without any consulting or discussion, she says she is done with any type of piano playing between the two of them. No medical reasons. Quote, just doesn't want to, end quote. He's like, should she have discussed this with him first? Should he just respect her decision? Well, the answer is yes, she should have discussed it with him first. And yeah, he didn't have a choice but to respect her decision. But the relationship is over at this point. She's clearly shown she's not interested in him anymore. And they're going to have to figure out a way to co-parent so he can move on and, you know, they can be parents together, but he's got to move on into another relationship because they'll never be satisfied in the relationship he's in now. Pretty simple.
Case solved.
Case solved.
Next.
Yeah. There's
Killing it.
There's not any more to it. You know, handled.
Good job.
Yeah, but it was over well. 100% of people said, yeah, she should have discussed it with you first, but also, yeah, you just got to move on now. It's time for you to move on because there's no reason for you to stay in a relationship if you still have that desire because it's not going to be reciprocated forever.
Leave.
Time to leave.
Love
Leave,
yourself and
dog.
leave.
Leave.
All right, but something kind of came up earlier on the show that relates to something I saw this morning. Jimmy Fallon was on Watch What Happens Live last week, and Jimmy Fallon's 48 years old, and he did a shot of Rumplemints, and I saw somebody on Twitter this morning would say that they just saw it, and they said, after you hit the age of 30, you should not be doing shots of Rumplemints or Jägermeister or anything like that.
Never
How
do
about
Rumple
Goldschlager,
Mints.
man? That don't never go out of style.
Gross.
Goldschlager.
I don't even know what Rumplemints
Yeah,
is.
it's like an old person liqueur, I think.
Yeah, it's a mint liqueur.
Yeah, so like not a young person shouldn't be doing it either.
Like
No one should.
Like some people put it in hot chocolate.
Okay.
To make a mint hot
Rumple
chocolate,
mints.
spirited mint hot
So-
chocolate.
Yeah. So are there drinking rules? What are the drinking rules? How do they change after you turn 30? Like, have you implemented any rules for yourself, Riggins, in the past 5 years? Like, I don't do this anymore. Maybe I only do this
Yeah,
now.
I mean, there are certain obvious ones, but I think the situation might change. Like, I wouldn't do a beer bong now, but if I'm at a tailgate and everybody's doing it, I might do a beer bong.
What about a Long Island? Would you still drink a Long Island?
Yeah.
You
I
would?
saw when I was away last weekend, there was a lady sitting at the bar, 2 people down from me, probably mid to late 60s or so. And I heard her order a Long Island iced tea. And when I heard her, I looked like, we order Long Island iced tea at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's a young people drink?
I feel like because it has so much liquor in it, yeah.
Huh.
It's like a younger, I mean, that's what.
Night, maybe you move past. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they do, like, if it's $5 all you can drink Bud Light tonight, you're like, you know what? Maybe I should not be drinking that after the age of 30. I don't know.
Yeah. Or the butterscotch schnapps night.
Ugh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and maybe you've never realized it until now, but what are some, rules for drinking over 30? Like, should you stop doing, is your belief you should stop doing shots altogether once you hit the age of 30? Like, you should be done with doing shots. Should you never be doing anything that requires some type of a chaser?
Don't drink a Four Locos after you turn 30.
Okay, good one. No more Four Locos after you turn 30. I like that.
I think maybe you could stop using the terms pre-gaming and rallying when it comes to drinking, especially rallying.
Rallying?
Rally, man. I'm rallying.
Are you saying you should not be in a position to have to rally after the age of 30? Or just, if you do, don't use the term?
Don't use the term.
Okay.
I mean, you could be in a position where you'd have to do that if you're at a festival or something with old people.
Yeah. All right.
You know.
At the Ace TJ show.
And pre-gaming, too.
Yeah.
It's just, we're pre-gaming, man.
What are your over 30 rules for drinking? We'll get to them next.
From the Calotrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ Show. Find out more about Calotrin at acetj.com/weight loss. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. It's Ace TJ 5G.
Hey, if you watch us on the YouTube or any of our videos that we do, all of the production is done by me and only me. I do everything. We have no help with that at all behind the scenes. Except for Mr. Todd doing all of it. Mr. Todd, if you want him to do any of your events, video, editing, producing the whole thing, go to jtmedia.biz, jtmedia.biz.
I didn't know if Mr. Todd was long for the world after yesterday's TJ and Jody's House podcast. You going to talk about that later? The interesting thing about yesterday's podcast?
What, about him trying to get me to buy a dog?
He didn't try to get you to buy a dog. He brought a dog in here.
Oh, no way. I haven't seen it yet. I was sick all day yesterday.
He brought his new puppy in here, and
just threw it on Jody's lap.
I was shocked. And it became basically a podcast about the dog.
I know. Well, we're not getting a dog. I mean, we're just not.
Yeah, Jody doesn't want a dog.
No, she don't.
No, but they're cute. That's what's fun. When they're puppies, they're cute, and it's a little Bijapoo, I think is what a Bichon toy poodle mix.
It's very sweet.
Very sweet
dog.
Not the most intimidating dog ever, but maybe not looking for a guard dog. But cute, and it just fell asleep right there in Jody's arms, and she started, oh, should we do it?
You should. Get a little puppy.
Get a little puppy, it'll change
You
your
have like such a perfect yard for it.
I know, a yard that has hawks flying all over it. It could snatch that dog up in a heartbeat. It's so little. And I don't want to have something else to feed in the house.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
So much love.
Well, we need to bring each other love. That's free.
Why can't we just love each other?
Yeah, human love is free. Y'all, we need to get back to loving one another now. It's free.
Boy, but was Mr. Todd pushing that dog on Jody? He said he's got a sister. He's ready to be adopted.
Yeah, I don't know why he was so interested in that. Why it was such a big deal to him.
Was he selling the dog?
Yes.
Okay.
No. He was selling the idea of a dog. Okay. He wasn't selling his dog. They've got like 4 or 5 dogs now. I mean, it's crazy.
5. No. They have 5 dogs.
Mr. Todd and his wife Carrie,
and they're all crazy. This is a Bijapoo poo noodle or something. You're like, what? A poo noodle?
Poo noodle.
A poo noodle. And this one's a corgi doodle.
Yeah, but crazy. You know how is this people just telling you to get a dog, talking you into it, Riggins, and then you say it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I'll be the one to say, don't get the dog. Don't do it.
Okay.
Ace TJ 5G.
So drinking rules for over 30s. See if you agree or disagree. Pat says after 30, beer pong no longer your sport to play.
Oh no, it's always fun.
But any drinking game could be thrown into that.
You say after you're 30, TJ, no drinking games whatsoever?
You don't have to drink with beer pong. You can just fill it with water.
I think of that more as an early 20s thing. But hey, look, anybody can do whatever they want to do. It's none of my business. You know? I'm just saying, I didn't do it after 30.
Riggins, agree or disagree? After 30, no more beer pong.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cooler to not.
Just be doing while
it's
you're
fun.
out.
Okay. Says Walt said older people should do day drinking.
They should.
So yeah, so if you're gonna do, it should be day drinking and then cut
And
it
then
off.
go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Let's see. Dakota says rules for over 30 rules for drinking. Have liquid IV packets already on standby.
Oh yeah, those are game changer.
Okay. Let's see. By 30, you shouldn't be drinking until you're sick. If you don't know where the line is by now, you're an idiot. You're not doing it right, Kendra said. Okay, well, you know what? Things happen sometimes.
I mean, you don't drink planning on getting sick. It just happens.
Exactly. It just kind of happens.
Or mixing liquor. You shouldn't do that after 30. Like if you're drinking wine all night, stick to your wine. Don't decide after 4 glasses of wine, I'm now going to have 3 whiskey drinks.
Yeah. Why is that? But the alcohol all hits the same.
No. Mixed together, it's not good.
No, the liver processes alcohol the same.
Yeah,
It doesn't know the difference.
And mine does.
Yours does?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it must be something about Salvadorian livers that are different.
Your liver is just different from everybody else's.
Built different.
Yeah. Brandon says no Jaeger bombs.
Oh, I
After
don't
the
know
age of 30.
why anybody would drink Jaeger for any reason.
Yeah.
At
It
all.
smells
It's
gross. I've never
disgusting.
had it, but it smells disgusting.
It's great.
Rob?
You actually like the taste of it. That's right. Because Meredith, that's one of her favorite go-tos, isn't it? You were saying the other day?
Yeah, she drinks it all the time, and I'll do a Jaeger bomb. I don't hate it.
Jaeger and ginger ale?
No. She does Jameson and ginger ale.
Okay.
Jaeger, she just does Jaeger and Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Jaeger bombs.
And you'll just be over there sipping on some blueberry wine.
Throw in some fireball shots. And
Blueberry wine.
Is that your night, Rob? You're mixing up fireball shots and blueberry wine?
And some peanut butter whiskey here and there, too. Yeah, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Rob.
Oh, she's over there slamming Jaeger bombs and Jameson.
Another.
Yeah.
Hit me.
That's a Friday night at Rob's house. There's Jaeger bombs and Jameson and blueberry wine and Fireball. Good Lord.
Yeah.
I thought y'all were a nice, quiet little couple, Rob.
Well, he is. He's drinking blueberry wine and stuff. She's picking bar fights at the house.
I might do some Kraken and some Diet Dr. Pepper as well, which is pretty good.
Kraken.
Kraken?
He's watching Gilmore Girls. She's getting in a bar fight.
Yeah, that is not the type of Friday or Saturday night I expected at their place at all. But she likes to sleep, Rob. So does she start early?
No, the last time we had a party at the house, she didn't go to bed till 4 a.m.
And what time did she wake up the next day?
I don't know. It was afternoon.
4 a.m. Oh my God! That just saying that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. And staying up that late because you're drinking Jameson and Jaeger.
Yeah. Whiskey drunk at 3:30. Holy cow!
Chris Stapleton would be like, "Slow down, girl."
Yeah.
I can't even make a song about that.
That is intense. Rob, she stayed up until 4. How long did you stay up?
I was up till like 1. And that was pushing it.
Yeah.
But it was on a Saturday night, so like I had to go to bed early the next day, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to bed before you do, I guess."
Oh, yeah. So you went on and started getting a jump on sleep the day ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay up till 4 a.m. when I got to get up 24 hours later.
I get you. Could have had some of her Jameson who put you right out.
Oh no, thank you. It's so gross.
It's so bad.
She made it sound so great the first time. She's like, "This is my favorite drink."
When somebody's that drunk at 3:30 and you're just trying to like go to bed,
Yeah,
but they're
go
like
to
drunk
sleep.
on whiskey, and you're like, "Please go lay down, please."
Please go lay down.
Oh.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
There's some NFL stuff trending, a lot of stuff going on this morning, plus recaps of some of your favorite shows in Now Trending coming up next.
Ace and TJ.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great.
Right.
Having to stop, let the dog pee, and it would be some like that. Those people that are walking their dogs around McDonald's little grassy area so it can pee and poop and all that. You know, you'll be putting it in a stroller. Right? You'll be putting that dog in a stroller. One of those people walk around with
stroller. I might with this one.
I did not marry a dog in a stroller person.
Well, maybe you did. Are you just a little grouchy because it's the time change too? It's
No,
messed
I'm
you
saying
up?
that we don't. Our lifestyle right now does not need a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that little dog there. That's a cute dog. First thing it came in, I wanted to grab it, hold it, and hug it, squeeze it, and name it George and the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we just don't have room in our lives right now for a dog.
Okay. I know.
Some people want to be like, "Aw."
I mean,
And
is
if
he
we
back asleep?
Yeah. And if we get a dog, it's going to be a German Shepherd.
I know. I do love German Shepherds, but God, they shed because I had one and I miss it.
See, I think what happens with little friend Jenny, German Shepherds, we forget how much they shed because she is so on top of. I don't ever see hair.
No, because she vacuums 100 times a day,
And she gets them combed out once a week. I mean, I don't know. I think that we forget that.
Yeah, there would be a lot of shedding.
Mm-hmm.
But not with this sister.
Yeah.
No.
But that one's not going to tear into somebody's ass if they're trying to break into the house. German Shepherd would.
Sounds like
And they're
live
really
in a new
smart.
neighborhood.
I know.
And they're really smart. German Shepherds.
No, they are smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trust me.
They understand 2 languages.
Yeah.
Because Jenny will tell them the plots, and then they lie down. You can't tell an American dog the plots. They'll look at you like you're crazy. They don't understand that. But a German Shepherd, they know plots means lie down.
Mm-hmm.
He looks uncomfortable.
Hey, what's his name? Cash? Cash. Plots. He can do a damn thing. Look at him. He doesn't even know his name.
Watson.
Cash.
He's still learning his name.
Plots. Okay. He didn't move. Dumb dog.
Oh.
Oh, he looked
What
at
are you looking at?
That's
What are you
me.
All right, now you looking at me? Plots.
Oh, then you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
This is a crazy story from South Africa. Did y'all see this about the hikers and being attacked by the baboons?
No.
They were, it was a group of about 5 of them, I think, but they were in South Africa and they were in a mountainous area. They were climbing mountains and they were kayaking and doing all of that. And they sat down to eat lunch. They had a little picnic. And some baboons appeared up in the mountains, and they didn't like that the people were down there. And I think a couple of the people were out on a little ledge doing their thing, but the baboons got a giant, over 100-pound boulder and pushed it off the mountain at these people. And they said when the rock landed, it exploded. And it sent like shrapnel-like things into the people, and it broke 3 of them's legs, and they had to be rescued out of that area by a helicopter because it broke 3 of their legs. 3 of them's legs.
So the rocks, when the boulder exploded, the pieces of rock hit their legs and broke them.
Yeah,
it's like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, it's like shrapnel. One person was just left with a flesh wound from the shrapnel, and then the other 3 have broken legs.
Those baboons were like, not today.
Oh, they're baboons are mean.
They look like
They
they
are
would be mean
mean.
with their red butts.
But you know what? If you were always raw like that, wouldn't you be mean?
Yeah, I would be very upset.
I would. I'd be, lashing out at everybody.
Throwing rocks.
I'd be like, I need some Boudreaux's butt paste up here. And you just going to sit down there eating sandwiches looking up here at me?
Right.
You see, I'm really raw right now.
Yeah. Did they all team up together to push that boulder? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like a little gang.
Little monkey gang.
Yeah.
I bet if they did an experiment with that and they got a bunch of baboons that lived together and all who were mean and then applied Boudreaux's butt cream to them every day, I bet they would calm down a lot. They'd live harmoniously with
Settle
each
them
other.
right down.
Yeah. That's got to be their problem. That's why they're all so mean like that.
They can't even sit right.
They got a rash.
Yeah.
All of them have a rash.
They have to walk around looking for food like that. It just makes it worse.
People probably make fun of them, other animals. Like, haha, look at
Yeah,
your
you
butt.
know they do.
It's red.
You're nasty. Learn
Yeah.
how to clean yourself.
You're right. I get it. I get why they're upset.
But you can't just go throwing boulders at people, though. Can't do that.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Coming to you from the Calitrin Ace and TJ Studios. Calitrin, if you need help losing weight, go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss. Order Calitrin today and then say thanks for sponsoring our studio.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
I'm gonna need some Calitrin today. It's National Potato Chip Day today.
Oh, yep.
National Potato Chip Day. You guys got a favorite chip, like one that stands head and shoulders above the rest?
Yeah, I'm a Pringles man.
Pringles?
I love Pringles.
They are good.
Yeah, they are delicious.
I love Pringles. I love those sour cream and chive Ruffles. Those are huge.
Yeah.
Sour cream and cheddar Ruffles.
That's what I'm thinking about. Sour cream and cheddar Ruffles.
Oh, those are my
Those
top.
are really good. Cool Ranch Doritos.
Those
and
aren't potato chips, though.
No,
what,
they're
Doritos aren't
tortilla
potato
chips.
No, they're
chips.
tortilla.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay, right.
Because I was thinking that too.
Because
but
I don't
was
buy
like,
a lot
they're
of
not.
potato chips. Then I buy
Tortilla
it's Doritos.
chips,
Tortilla
yes.
chips is what I normally buy.
I love Panera's kettle cooked chips.
Those are
Those
good.
are my
Those are-
favorite, and I wish that they would sell them in big bags at the grocery store.
My favorite potato chip, Zaps.
Zap.
Those spicy Zaps. Yeah, they're excellent.
Yeah, Costco. There's a Kirkland brand of thick cut kettle chips with Himalayan salt.
Ooh, yum.
They're really good. But regular snack chip. It's not a potato chip, I guess. Funyuns is not a potato chip, right?
Right. No.
It's an onion puff.
Mm-hmm. which grows in the Midwest.
Yeah, exactly.
Onion puffs grow in the Midwest.
They do. You just dry them out. They're so good.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo is trending this morning. He's just been traded to the Raiders from San Francisco. Still, I think probably the best looking professional football player out there.
Yeah.
Is
Really
anybody
cute.
better looking than Jimmy Garoppolo? I mean,
No.
even beyond professional sports, might just be the best professional athlete out there.
Yeah,
Just a really good looking guy.
Like
He is.
probably one of the best looking male celebrities in general.
Yeah,
And
crazy.
he's just a good looking fella.
So yeah, he's out to Las Vegas. What else is trending? I didn't see this yesterday. I didn't see it on Sunday rather. But yesterday, there's this video going around from the Oscar ceremony. Lady Gaga comes in, and one of the photographer trips and falls, and she rushes over to help him up to his feet. And you're like, that was a really sweet moment. But then yesterday, a new angle came out of this photographer falling. So she helps him up, kind of like grabs him by the elbow, and he like hops up real quick, and then kind of like pats her on her lower back, kind of just above her butt, and her face immediately changes like, who the hell do you think you are touching me right there? And I think she's got a point. You got to go watch this video. It's pretty wild. But he pops right back up and just kind of, almost like you'd pat a dog on the butt, like, you know, pretty firmly. And it's like, dude, she just rushed over here in a floor-length gown to help you up. And you're kind of patting her like, hey, thanks. It's like, dude, slow down.
But he probably didn't even realize what he was. He's
And he was
probably
probably
so
nervous
embarrassed.
and embarrassed,
he's just
yeah.
like trying to get up and thank you. And he just probably wanted to fall into the floor. I don't think he was looking at. I would be surprised if he's looking at, oh, this is my opportunity to touch Lady Gaga in an inappropriate way.
Yes, we're watching it now.
And he just like patted say, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, like I'm
I don't think he
nothing.
did. Yeah.
That is absolutely
He's
nothing.
like, oh, well, she didn't like it.
like it at all.
I would have, right?
Well, then,
He was probably just embarrassed more than anything else. He's like, oh, thank you. Okay. Then, yeah, she didn't
yeah, he's
like
trying
it.
to scurry off and get back to his. He's just embarrassed. And he just like,
he just wants to get back
awkward
to
looking.
get the attention off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very sweet of her to come over and help him. I don't
And
think he meant anything
she
by that.
barely touched her side. It didn't even go around to above her butt. It was on her side. And he's just like, thank you. And pats her real quickly on the side. He didn't even reach around above her butt.
Yeah, because he got up and was immediately trying to move back into position where he had been before. Very sweet of her to come over and help him. Shows how nice she is, and I don't think he meant anything by it. He just seemed to be embarrassed and trying to get back to his spot.
Has she said that she was upset by it, or people just going by the look on her face?
You can go by the look on her face.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she hasn't put out an official statement yet.
How dare she?
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have patted her like that. I don't know. It looks like it's all skin on the back.
Didn't you kiss a celebrity by accident?
She tried to kiss me.
Okay, so I don't know. That's worse than trying to pat someone.
She tried to kiss me. Let the record show. There's a big difference. A big difference. Do I seem like the kind of person that goes around trying to kiss people that I don't know? Give me a break.
It was very awkward, though.
Yeah, because who tries to? Why would you try to kiss somebody?
It was Natasha Bedingfield, the singer. I got a pocket full of sunshine.
You know what?
Are you sure she was trying to kiss you?
Yeah, because I'm not a social idiot, and I know when somebody's going in to do that. And I went, okay, I guess this is what they do in Europe, wherever she's from.
She's from England.
Or Austria.
I thought she was British.
Whatever.
Oh, God.
I went, I guess we're doing the European kiss thing. And that guy was not happy. I went, well, she tried to kiss me. What are you talking about? I'll sue you. How about that? Tried to assault me. I'm not a kisser. Anyway, I didn't realize you guys hate women, but now that I know, those are a few things that are now trending.
You know, some people just don't have any glimmer of a sense of humor, and they just are so sensitive. They have to make a big deal out of stuff that really is none of their business. There's a lady that's all over the internets now because she has a problem with the way somebody listed a job opening with their company. We'll give you the details and let you decide whether it's bad or not next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TO. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Hey, shut up! I'm trying to talk about our friends from Papa John's Pizza, who sponsored the Ace and TJ app. And today was National Pie Day, so you get buy one pizza, get one for $3.14. Pretty clever, Papa John's, to see what you did there. So order online right now, papajohns.com or in the Ace and TJ app.
A couple of things are happening today that are kind of important. Today is the beginning of March Madness. The NCAA basketball tournament begins today with what they call their first four. It's 4 games, kind of play your way into the tournament. But there's some shocking numbers that are out. This tournament is obviously a big deal. $16.3 billion. That is the amount of money that corporations lose to unproductive workers during March Madness, allegedly. 37% of Americans are willing to call in sick or skip work to watch games. There will be over $10 billion wagered on the NCAA tournament this year, but only about $4 billion or so of that will be wagered legally. And out of 80 million brackets complete, there'll be 80 million brackets completed. That's right about half the number of people that voted in the last presidential election. But the odds of filling out a perfect bracket are 1 in 9.2 quintillion.
Quintillion, huh?
Quintillion. I don't even know. Is that after trillion?
I want quintillion dollars.
I went to school with a girl named Quintillion.
Quintillion. So today there are 2 games today. Southeast Missouri State versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi and Pittsburgh versus Mississippi State are the 2 games today. And we're getting more rules for drinking after you're 30. There's a good one here. Alyssa says you can have wine or liquor, but not both in one night, along the lines of what Alexis says. You got to pick one or you will feel the regret. Mm-hmm. And this frustrates TJ because he's long said the same thing. It doesn't matter. Liquor's liquor.
Doctors have told me, multiple doctors have told me, the liver can't distinguish between different types of alcohol. It's alcohol. It processes it all the same.
And I believe that, but everything that goes into making the different types of liquor has something to do with it. The fruits, the way that it's made, all of that probably is what gets you sick.
But if you're drinking if you have a glass of wine, then switch over to Jack and Coke.
But it was made completely different ingredients. Probably mixing all that stuff is what gets you sick.
So it's the non-alcoholic parts that get you sick.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, you're right. I'm going to go back and look and talk to these doctors that told me that and tell them they're full of crap.
Yeah, tell them that. They don't know.
They don't know anything.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family. Long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
You go to our YouTubes, acetj.tv. Check it all out. All the videos of all the stuff that we do all the time. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. You don't even want to try to keep up with us. We're doing so much for the community and against the community. That's the way we do. We cover both ends.
We're for and against the community.
Yes, of communities of communal people. So this lady named Abby, this is a story from the New York Post about this TikToker named Abby, made a video railing on this job posting for a server at a restaurant because it was just that insane. She says the post starts out normal, describing the place as a, quote, fun, fast-paced, unique bar restaurant, looking for someone who will be, quote, sober on the job and calm in a fast-paced environment. Okay. That's not offensive. Then it reads, please do not apply if you have no sense of humor or can't handle skillful sarcasm, have no alarm clock, oversleep, have a cell phone battery that dies constantly, preventing you from contacting us. So now we're starting to get into the offensive level, making these types of requests of the applicants. Also wants to avoid people who have to give friends rides to work later than we start work. Call out sick with an excuse because you partied too hard the night before your shift. Experience flat tires every week and suddenly becomes deathly ill on Coachella and Splash House weekends. The ad strictly warns you will not last if you want to score social points with a cute patron by giving away food and beverage on our dime with our inventory. People should not apply if you need nights off because your grandma poisoned you with her ham again, or your band has a gig and you need weekends off because your favorite roller derby team made it to the finals. So you see, it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, but people take things too literally, so they get upset.
So I'm willing to bet these are all things that have been used as experiences. Yeah.
It says the hiring manager goes on to list more unacceptable reasons to call out sick, including that it's ski season, you accidentally got on a plane to Vegas, you haven't surfed in a while, or you have a headache after going to too many garage sales. You woke up in a good mood and didn't want to ruin it by going to work, having to deal with work. You've been at the casino all night and still have money to play with. You ordered takeout that is late and you have to be home to accept and pay for it. You locked yourself in the house by mistake and there are no windows to crawl out of. Or if you want to work a few weeks before you go on your European vacation. So, please steer clear if you suffer from trauma-drama syndrome, big egos, grumpy introverts, reactive and bad attitudes, and individuals unable to accept the fact that you get paid to work. So what's offensive about any of that? If that doesn't sound like a place you want to work, who cares?
Yeah, don't
apply. I mean, most of that was, the basic rules that we have for employees, Ace.
Yep.
Please do not apply if you have no sense of humor or can't handle skillful sarcasm, have no alarm clock, oversleep, have a cell phone battery that dies constantly, preventing you from contacting us. That's pretty much the only requirements that we have. Isn't it? Like when it comes to, some people's position. Not yours, Riggins. You have a special skill set. And Rob. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Todd and Frank the webmaster and Adam the manager and Ace and I have, special skill set. But all the other jobs that we hire for, except for salespeople, all the other ones are pretty much just show up and be able to have fun.
Yep.
Right?
You got it.
I mean, pretty much anybody could do that.
Nailed it.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing. I'm just listening.
You are in an elite group of people, Alexis. Yeah, I mean, your skill level is beyond that of everybody else.
Right.
Yeah. You're the guy from Taken. You have that special skill set. What?
A pickle could have those qualifications. I mean, rooster. Check those boxes.
But if you have been a manager or you are a manager, by the way, I was just kidding, Alexis. You're a treasure. What is the what happened to make you set the rule? We used to have a boss in radio where in our contract we had one radio station that used to make us do remote broadcasts for 6 hours at a time. And then the next station we went to, we said we want in our contract that we won't do appearances longer than 3 hours at a time. Well, that radio station owner said, oh, that's fine, I'll agree to that. But so then he would just sell 2 separate 3-hour remote broadcast appearances on the same day. So technically it wasn't longer than 6 hours, but it was 6 hours worth of broadcast. So then we got to the next place and the boss said, hey, why am I having to pay for everybody else's? It was like, you know, whatever. So he had to have the rule of no more than 1 remote broadcast in a day that lasts no more than 3 hours. So who had to bring you something that caused a rule to be set? You know, no more taking the delivery car home at night because the last person that took it home made a drug deal in it and got it impounded. So no more personal driving in the delivery car. You know, no more saying that you just accidentally ended up on a plane to Vegas and you can't come to work.
Love it.
What do you got? The excuse that had to become a rule. At the Ace TJ Show on the front pages of social medias, or send us a DM and let us know. Let's go.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
There's a lot of meat in that. That's the way I like it. I tell you what, ain't nobody hiding that sausage in there. That's out in plain view. You know what I'm saying? Look how good this looks. So that cream is starting to thicken a little bit. So we're gonna finish it up here. I tasted it, and to me, the flavors are just right. Or as the kids say, they're on point. I know the kids don't say that.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston Gaston College. Play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino. And as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
TJ 5G.
Here's what you do. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. And that's where you're going to find a barrage of great things that you can do in Gaston County. So many different things. Things for the family and things for you and your other adult friends. Like the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. I just did this a couple of weeks ago for the next edition of Ace at Large that should be coming out later this week. But it's awesome. Breweries, distilleries, vineyards, all of which are in Gaston County. All of which are perfect for whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for a cool place to hang and have a beer, try some new stuff, play some games, whatever, they've got that. If you're looking for a very romantic, classy place for a night out or an afternoon business meeting, they have that. Great places to try rums and everything. They have that. They have every single thing you could ask for on the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. Just depends on what kind of mood you're in and exactly what you're looking for. So find out all about it. acetj.com/Gaston. acetj.com/Gaston, and keep an eye out for the next Ace at Large, sponsored by Gaston County Tourism.
Hey, have y'all ever thought about if you could legally change your name to something, what it would be? You ever come up with a different name you might want?
No,
I
never
like my
really.
name.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people do. Most people wouldn't sit around and come up with a different name. I mean, I can get it if you want to change your first name because you don't like it, or your middle name or something. But then when you start changing your last name too, it's just it's a whole big ruckus, confusing. There's a guy who during the COVID, he decided he was going to change his name. His real name is actually pretty cool, Dino Wilson. Dino, hey. He's 41. He's got kids. He's just a regular guy with a great sense of humor. He legally changed his name to Fire Exit.
Fire.
So now he says that his name is the most popular name of any celebrity ever. It's more popular than Elton John. You see it in more places. His name being called Fire Exit.
I'm sure he's a barrel of laughs. Wow.
He said people give him loads of free drinks. I mean, and that's something, everybody should strive for. You've made it when people give you free drinks. He said one barber even cut my hair for free because he heard about my name change.
Well, isn't that fantastic? You got a free haircut.
Mm-hmm. And then he said that a lot of places have him autograph their exit signs. Because that's who he is. He's Mr. Exit, Mr. Fire Exit.
You gotta be kidding me. Is his first name Fire and his last name Exit, or is his last name Fire Exit?
Fire Exit.
Like Bob
I think
Fire
they
Exit.
referred to him at one point in the article as Fire.
Okay.
So it must be split up like that. He said people check out the stories about me in their own language. Said Exit. So that must be his last name. I recently visited Berlin, and it's already getting spread around there. I did it for comedy, but there has been all different kinds of reactions claimed Exit. But in person, it's different. When people meet me, they instantly see it's a whole different thing than what?
Yeah, is it anybody else's name?
Yeah. And of course he says, I get a lot of haters online. I don't know why people be hating on him. It's his business. He's just goofy. Mr. Fire Exit.
And goofy ain't against the law.
No.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it
Control
means.
his faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence, yeah. That's the same thing. Oh, are they pooping on themselves? It's not.
No,
really
what
bad.
are you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted, when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older.
Because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Wanna be like me, yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So, what did somebody do at your work that caused it to be a rule from now on? Nobody had even thought about that needing to be a rule until this happened. This lady said, I created the rule at work that I don't train new people. We're a service company, and there has been too many times I've been stuck in a truck alone with a methed out guy or a major perverted guy. Won't happen anymore.
Oh.
Ace and I had to make a rule that we won't hire anybody else who doesn't know proper social etiquette rules.
Yeah.
Because we had a guy work for us one time who just wasn't skilled in having manners or or knowing how to act in front of people. Like we did a promotion one time where we gave away a backyard concert with this new up and coming singer, and she would come play in your backyard, and it was a pool party and the whole thing. And the people who won it had a huge house, super nice, right on the lake, big pool, tons of people there. We're inside in the kitchen going over, all right, what announcements are we going to make when we introduce the singer and all of that? And he's not there. We're wondering where he is. And he comes from around the corner, and the homeowners are there who have let all of this happen in there, how they wanted us all there. And he says, man, this is the nicest house I've ever taken a blank in.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. That happened. That's a real life true story.
It certainly was.
We got to make sure now. We got to vet a little more and make sure. And you know how a joke about Rob knocking the senior citizens away to get his COVID shot? They were in line. He just elbowed his way through there. That's kind of the way this guy literally was. I'm joking about Rob doing that, but if we were out and we had like that day with listeners, we're grilling and the food was catered and all, but as soon as it was ready, he took off and was the first one in line getting making his plate and all, while all the listeners who were supposed to be our guests, so to speak, for the whole thing, having to wait in line behind him. Or he asked the person grilling if it was done yet. And he goes, yeah, I think we're about ready. And before we announced to the whole crowd that thing was ready, he had already gone through. And when they came up to get in line, he's eating already.
Well, he was empty. It was time to eat.
Yeah, that's quality.
He's like cleaned out. And
He and I butted heads more than Alexis and I do.
We don't butt heads, okay?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Now you're butting heads about whether or not you butt heads.
There's a good one here, TJ. Tiara said she had to make the rule: drinking mouthwash is still considered drinking on the job. We've seen that before too. Mm-hmm. The guy used to work down the hall from us was always had fresh breath. Turns out it's because he was always out in his car during the commercial breaks. He'd go out and drink Listerine out of the trunk of his car.
Yeah. He was on the country show down the hall.
Yeah. And
they tend to do that a lot of times. Your older country. Yeah. He was probably in his late 60s, early 70s back then. Yeah. And that's just the way they did it when he started.
That's how they roll.
Yeah.
And there's a Twitter DM from Destiny that says, no pets at work. Long story short, they allowed a dog to come in. She works in ICU. They allowed a lady's dog to come in who was in there for a while. And the dog stayed in the room with her. No problem. Everything was great. But then one night, all the alarms started going off. And it was because the dog had chewed the arterial line. The little white dog was covered in blood, and it became an emergency situation to get the lady to stop bleeding. She ended up being okay. But now we have the rule: no dogs in ICU ever.
How is that not already a rule?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what?
They said they took a while, but the doctors finally agreed that it might be good for the lady to have her dog with her in ICU to help calm her and soothe her. But now, no more. Little white dogs covered in blood, forcing an emergency situation. Can't have it.
Yikes.
Wild.
Yeah. The dog should have never even been close to the hospital, especially in the ICU.
They had a good philosophy, though, that the dog would bring peace and comfort to the patient.
Right, and you see what happened.
They're in the ICU, but apparently,
all right.
no.
Okay. Why is Alexis worried about my day today? What am I doing in my what do you call it, private time? They just got her worried about how it's going to affect her. We'll find out next.
Ace TJ 5G. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. acetj@acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
All right, so how are you like Alexis? Alexis is starting a journey today. It's sort of, it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Spiritual, physical, mental.
I'm going to refine myself.
You're going to refine yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to start a diet, basically. So, but it's a journey.
Go
It
through all
is,
that. Where she started a diet. So,
you know, she's looking to turn things around, I guess. I don't know.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
What is your goal?
To just be healthier, have healthier habits, eat healthier, be more conscious about what I'm eating.
Mm-hmm. So to be on a diet.
Get a Ferrari.
Lose a little bit of weight.
How are you like Alexis? Now, I'm a lot like Alexis, I think, in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure I am a little bit like her. But how are you like Alexis, knowing what you know about her from her being on the show? Kelly said, because I would already have treats stashed to cheat on that diet.
Ooh.
That's how I'm like Alexis. Yeah. Now, Alexis did say when we first started talking about this, she was already planning about where she's going to hide to eat her snacks and what she's going to do with the wrappers so that her boyfriend doesn't find them and call her out on cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Have you changed? Are you still planning that kind of thing?
No, I'm going to try to do it fair and square, and I actually ate my last bit of car snacks yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I did.
So now there are no more car snacks?
There are no more car snacks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been the first time she had to hide wrappers from her boyfriend.
Boom.
Get in the closet. Get in the closet.
Come on. Get in there. No, that's not nice.
I like Henry here who said, I'm like Alexis in that I like to eat and I too struggle with self-control.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I do. I struggle with self-control. No, he's right.
All right.
You're right, Henry.
All right. How are you like Alexis? Kenzie said, because we be blazing.
Yo. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day. So I was thinking we were going to get some sort of profound answers. Like, I envy the relationship she has with her mom, but no. We be blazing.
Hey, it's 420 every day.
We smoking weed.
And then this lady said, I'm 4'8", short like Alexis. Happy birthday, Lynn!
Like she's going to sneak it in.
Who's Lynn?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Happy
They took their
birthday.
opportunity to give a birthday shout out, and it just got on the radio.
That'd be something I would do, though, so that's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Lauren says, I know exactly how she feels every time I get my lashes done. # lash life.
Oh, Lauren, I can't wait till Friday. That's when I'm getting my lashes done because your girl's struggling right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Yeah. You got that naked mole rat look going.
Yeah, it's starting to come through.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it on Friday because the next day she comes in and she's just like guns blazing and she's mean and she's
nobody likes that.
You know? But Patricia has sort of the answer I think I was looking for. She said being an empath. Oh, yes. I absolutely agree that other people's energy can impact you. Not only your mood, but it can feel like your entire soul is drained.
Yep.
Keeping good company is vital.
It's very true.
That's the kind of answer I was expecting from this.
Being an empath is a hard job.
Is it hard?
Let me tell you. Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know what an empath was. That means like you're respective of the vibe. You're respectful of the vibes.
You take on people's energy. You can come into a room and you can feel the energy from the other people. You can feel other people's emotion.
Yeah, really? Everybody has that.
Really?
Yeah. If you walk into a room and there are two people in the room and they've been arguing, fighting with each other, and then you walk in, you feel that heaviness, and you're like, oh, it's awkward in here, that kind of thing. So everybody must be an empathologist.
It's not special.
No.
Actually, it is, but
No,
we'll
it's
get
not.
into that. In a
Everybody can do it. Somebody's in a
proven,
bad.
it's only about 3 or 4% of the population. It's highly sensitive.
Okay, well then, how do all of
But-
these self-help books say surround yourself with positive people?
Yeah.
So it affects everybody if you're around negative people all the time.
Yeah, but that's not what an empath is someone that I can go to one person and I can feel that they're sad for whatever reason. I can tell if they're a good person or a bad person.
Oh, you mean like a psychic?
No, not like a psychic. You just
like
feel
a
it.
psychic. Okay. All right.
Nothing like
Nothing like that. No, he's just trying to pop someone's bubble, dude.
Yeah.
That's all he's
'Cause
trying to do. He's always trying to pop your bubble.
Because your bubbles is like Chinese spy balloons. They got to come down.
No, they don't.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right. We got to be quick like a bunny here because we're running a little late. Alexis is concerned about my day today because I'm having a meeting that I've been trying to have with her boyfriend, Jay, for a few weeks now. And like something has happened to delay it or postpone it or whatever. So today is really going to be the day that we have our meeting. Why are you worried about that?
Because you just say dumb things and you have not the best advice sometimes. And I feel like you're going to tell him things that you don't need to be telling him.
I'm going to tell him things I don't need to be telling him, like what?
I don't know, some of your dumb sayings / fundamentalist ideas.
Fundamentalist?
I don't know what
Well,
that
What do you mean?
Just like you think that things have to be done a certain way to be able to be accepted in society. And you're going to tell him those things, and you're going to tell him how I
You know
don't
what?
align with those things.
No. First of all, I would never say anything that's going to cause any trouble between the two of you. And he is like-minded with me when it comes to that sort of thing. So, I mean, that's why I like him.
Mm-hmm.
So he already knows those things, and he still likes you. So, what would I be able to say that's going to change him?
I don't know. You're going to put something in his ear. I just know.
No,
He's going to come back different.
Well, but it's not going to be because of anything I say.
Well, if he was one way right before and everything was one way, and then after hanging out with you for a few hours, he comes back different, who else am I going to blame it on?
But do you think he's will be that easily manipulated by my telling him something?
I hope not. We'll see.
I know I am I'm very powerful in persuasion, my persuasion techniques. But we probably won't even talk about you.
Okay, well then don't
We can
even
talk about all the other women we got hanging around.
No, you're not going to talk about no other women
We're
either.
gonna be like, oh, that food truck's gonna be rocking today when I get in there. That's why he hadn't been able to have the meeting yet, because he hadn't finished getting that pole installed.
Yeah, right.
We finna turn it into the party food
I'll
truck
come after all y'all.
up in there.
Mr. Todd, you, Mr. Todd's dog.
Everybody.
Everybody.
She's saying you should have blind loyalty to her.
I do. I don't know where she's getting at. I wouldn't do anything to harm her. I wouldn't.
Okay. If you say so.
I mean, he may read my micro expressions or something, but I can't help that.
Don't tell him anything about me. Matter of fact, keep my name out your
Yeah,
mouth.
but he knows way more about you than I do, so
both
I
of y'all.
can't tell him anything.
That's right. Keep my name out your mouth.
Yep, I'm going to tell both of y'all. Talk about whatever it is that y'all are meeting up for, not me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And are you
That's
cooking?
fine with me. That's fine with me.
I might come and get some food.
We can't feed you if you got our name won't be able to go in our mouths. Your name won't be in our mouth.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I can't wait to hear how this goes. This is going to be good.
I can't wait to counsel him.
But before that happens, we'll do Now Trending coming up next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before at acetj.com or acetj.tv. You can hear and see the Ace and TJ Show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great.
Right.
Having to stop, let the dog pee, and there'll be some like that. Those people that are walking their dogs around McDonald's little grassy area so it can pee and poop and all that. You know, you'll be putting it in a stroller.
Right?
You'll be putting that dog in a stroller. One of those people walk around with it.
Stroller? I might.
Yeah.
I might with this one.
I did not marry a dog in a stroller person.
Well, maybe you did. Are you just a little grouchy because it's the time change too? It's
No,
messed
I'm
you
saying
up?
that we don't. Our lifestyle right now does not need a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that little dog there. That's a cute dog. First thing it came in, I wanted to grab it, hold it, and hug it, squeeze it, and name it George and the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we just don't have room in our lives right now for a dog.
Okay. I know.
Some people want to be like, oh.
I mean,
And
did
if
you
we
get to sleep?
Yeah. And if we get a dog, it's gonna be a German Shepherd.
I know. I do love German Shepherds, but God, they shed because I had one and I miss it.
See, I think what happens with little friend Jenny, German Shepherds, we forget how much they shed because she is so on top of. I don't ever see hair.
No, because she vacuums 100 times a day,
And she gets them combed out once a week. You know, I mean, I don't know. I think that we forget that.
Yeah, there would be a lot of shedding.
Mm-hmm.
But not with this sister.
Yeah.
No.
But that one's not going to tear into somebody's ass if they're trying to break into the house. German Shepherd would.
Sounds like
And
you
they're
live
really
in a new
smart.
neighborhood.
I know.
And they're really smart, German Shepherds.
No,
are.
they are smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trust me.
They
I'll-
understand 2 languages.
Yeah.
Because Jenny will tell them the plots, and then they lie down. You can't tell an American dog the plots. They'll look at you like you're crazy. They don't understand that. But a German Shepherd, they know plots means lie down.
Mm-hmm.
He looks uncomfortable.
Hey, what's his name? Cash?
Cash.
Cash. Plots. He didn't do a damn thing. Look at him. He didn't even know his name.
Watson.
Cash.
He's still
Plots.
learning. He's still learning his name.
Plots. Okay. He didn't move. Dumb dog.
Oh.
Oh, he looked
What are
at
you looking
then.
at? What are you look? All right, now you looking at me? Plots.
Is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
All right. Here's one of those questions that has been around forever, but I'm always fascinated by people's answers or so. A new poll asks, would you rather have a low-paying job that you love or a high-paying job that you hate? Low-paying job you love or high-paying job you hate? Before I give the answers, TJ, low-paying job you love, high-paying job you hate. Which one?
High-paying job.
Agreed. Riggins?
Yeah.
High-paying job you hate. Alexis?
The way things are set up right now, yeah, I pay.
Teddy Rob?
Yeah, high paying.
High-paying job. Okay. Only 50% of people said they would want a low-paying job that they love. 26% said a high-paying job they hate, and 24% said they're not sure. So only 26% of the people that responded immediately said they'd take a high-paying job that they hate. The poll also asked if being rich would make you happy. 22% of people said being loaded would bring much more happiness. 40% said somewhat more happiness, and 26% said it would have no effect. And only 6% of people claim being rich would lead to less happiness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, much more happiness. Put me in that category.
Yeah, put me in the much more happiness category as well.
It brings more happiness, certainly. But does it make you happy?
Yes, it does.
Well, I mean, I think
Because it
You ever
removes the biggest stress in life.
You ever seen anybody crying on a jet ski?
That's all you need to know right there.
yeah, money will fix all your problems.
No, that's incorrect. But it'll fix a lot. It'll fix a lot of them.
You know what my problem is? I don't have a jet ski.
Yeah.
I don't have a personal watercraft.
Yeah, I can't
It'll
speak
fix
for everybody.
that.
It would fix all of mine right now.
All of your problems?
All of my problems would be fixed if I were rich.
I
would have no problems in life if I were rich right now. I'd be like, I'm set.
My biggest problem in life is that my backyard is not sand.
Seriously.
It could fix that in my own separate house.
Yeah. Then I was
That
surprised
my
that
wife's not in control.
I was surprised that only 26% of people immediately said no, they'd rather have a high-paying job that they hate. Because it would be tough going to something you hate every day. But you could always look and go, well, at least I got plenty of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think of it for other people, though, that I'm responsible for. It'd be better for my family.
Yeah, amen.
Ace TJ 5G.
Ooh, wow, what a lovely, lovely day we have here. It's very lovely. It's lovely outside our studios, and it's lovely inside. All of you lovely people doing lovely things. Does that pass as not being a grumpopotamus today?
Is that your goal today, TJ, to not be a grumpopotamus?
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing it.
Who says you're a grumpopotamus?
A lot of people. My wife leads the pack of that.
And Alexis, who just went.
And somebody who sent a direct message that said, somebody inject some fun into TJ today.
Oh.
What?
Oh, man.
Yeah, some outfit named Eric, probably a Marxist.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
All right, got kind of sad news to start this one off. Taco Bell has bid farewell to the quesarito. I mean, the end of an era, truly. Love the quesarito. That was like a burrito, but the tortilla on the outside was like a full quesadilla. So you take a quesadilla, put the burrito fillings in it, and then you wrap it up. I never got one. But I tell you what, from the pictures, looked delicious. I guess just nobody was buying it.
That's the case with a lot of things I find at Taco Bell. Like I go, I've never had that, but it looks delicious.
Looks great. It's just not. I have never had it, but it does look good.
Rob, you're aware?
Yeah, but I can tell you why though nobody ordered it, because it was only available to be ordered through the app for like the last 2 years. Like nobody's gonna be able to order it if it's not on your menu. So I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still sticking with the cheesy gordita crunch as best.
Yeah, number one
sure.
item.
Yeah. Number one
Taco
item.
Bell.
Replace the hard shell taco with a Doritos Locos taco.
No. Oh yes, I
Yeah.
love Doritos Taco Tacos.
Making substitutions.
But take the hard taco off the menu.
No, I'm talking about like inside the cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, you replace
no.
it with the Doritos Locos taco.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'm with you, Rob.
Oh, hell no. I want it. when I'm eating Mexican food, I want it to be traditional.
Right.
Authentic.
You know, just like they do in old Mexico, where they make that spicy ranch sauce.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Spicy ranch is on the menu.
Yeah.
Today is National Equal Pay Day. National Equal Pay Day brings awareness to pay discrepancies between men and women for the same work. It also represents how far into the year a woman works to earn as much as a man for doing the same job.
Not true.
That it's national.
I mean, it's not true that that's a thing. Ladies, if you're working at a job where you know that a man is making more than you are and you're doing the exact same job with the exact same amount of experience and all, then go to the police because it's illegal.
Yep.
Go to the police and tell them.
Police.
Police.
Help me.
Knock, knock. Hello, police.
Hello.
Yeah, call them. Say, hey, I know it's illegal for him to be making more money than I am because we're the exact same. And in everything considered, we're the exact same. Except for being a man and a woman, and he's getting paid more than I am. Go to the police.
Hello, police.
Same if you're a man, and the woman's making more than you with the same experience and doing the same exact job. Go to the police. It's illegal.
That's a crime?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, this could be a crime. Kraft Heinz had a big day yesterday. It's official. Cafeterias across the country, public school cafeterias, are going to serve Lunchables to students. They had to change the recipe on their classics a little bit to help them achieve the government standard guidelines for lunches in public schools. But the pizza is on the menu, as well as the turkey and cheese Lunchable. So students can get those coming for the 2023-2024 school year.
You know, when I was a kid, even a little kid, that Lunchable thing wouldn't have filled me up. That wasn't a meal.
Yeah, it can't.
Some Ritz crackers and pieces of ham or turkey.
That can't be the whole lunch, right?
I guess this is an option.
Like you would get a
package.
hamburger and a Lunchable.
No, I don't think so. I mean, you probably could. I guess you can buy that, but
it seems like I'm with TJ though. That's the whole time you were saying that. I was thinking that can't be the whole lunch. They're just giving you Lunchables and like some applesauce or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they're not called sideables or
that's
or
true.
snackables.
Get some of that.
They want you to eat it for the whole lunch.
Corn
especially that
and a Lunchable.
Hey, I know we love Papa John's and all, but they could take a tip or two out of that Lunchables pizza recipe.
Yeah,
that
is delicious.
I like that.
Did you say corn in a Lunchable?
Yeah, throw some corn in a Lunchable in there.
I'd be farting through science class like nobody's business. What did you have? Corn in a Lunchable.
I was trying to hit
Oh my God!
I was just trying to hit your classic lunch, high school lunch, elementary school lunch stuff. There's always corn involved somewhere.
I had a corn Lunchable, Mexican corn Lunchable.
Yeah, I'd be torn up.
Yeah.
So this is kind of interesting. There's a mom. She lost her dog. She then has a baby. But what she did next is kind of unthinkable to a lot of people. We'll share the story coming up next.
From the Calotren Studios, this is the Ace and TJ Show. Find out more about Calotren at acetj.com/weight loss. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
There's a lot of meat in that. That's the way I like it. I tell you what, ain't nobody hiding that sausage in there. That's out in plain view. You know what I'm saying? Look how good this looks. So that cream is starting to thicken a little bit. So we're gonna finish it up here. I tasted it, and to me, the flavors are just right. Or as the kids say, they're on point. I know the kids don't say that.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV, Ace TJ 5G.
It doesn't matter about your event. the size of the event, the scope of the event. It makes no difference. Cabarrus Arena has a building, a room, a facility that is right because it's more than just one big arena, one great arena. There's a whole separate building that has business meeting rooms and showcase rooms, all kinds of stuff. Find out more about why your event should be happening at Cabarrus Arena. Go to cabarrusarena.com and also check out the list of stuff because there is always something going on. Seems like every weekend they're having something at Cabarrus Arena, cabarrusarena.com.
So I learned something interesting yesterday. If you go to a wedding in Japan, they do have like a regular gift table where people will put their wedding gifts for the couple up there. But a lot of the gifts will not be traditional things like we see in an American wedding, like a KitchenAid mixer or a, I don't know, new towel set. You'll see a lot of fruit. And one of the most common fruits to give is called this Yubari king melon. It's the most expensive fruit in the world. And normally it costs about $200 to get your hands on this.
What? That looks like a honeydew.
It looks like a honeydew or a cantaloupe.
Or an antelope.
Cantaloupe, rather.
Yeah. It looks like an antelope.
And they say the flavor is a lot like a cantaloupe, but it's 5 times as juicy. It's sweeter than our cantaloupe, and it's beautiful. They grow them, with a lot of care. And one of these Yubari king melons just sold at auction for $45,000.
What?
Now,
That's insane.
I love a cantaloupe. How good can that cantaloupe be to justify a $45,000 price tag?
It can't be good enough. There's no way.
No.
And it's not like it's a collectible. It's going to go bad.
It's going to go right.
Yeah.
You got to
Strictly
eat it.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive that these carefully cultivated fruits are common wedding gifts.
And you get that for a wedding gift, and you still have no monogram towels to wipe your mouth with.
And what if you have a bunch of them? Are you going to eat them all in time?
I mean, what do you do? You just gotta
eat melon for the next week.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to eat fruit every meal, just all you eat, just to make sure none of that fruit spoils.
At least your fiber content will
I
be
could
good.
eat that in one sitting. It's not that big.
A whole cantaloupe you could
Yeah.
eat? Yeah. Good too.
Especially if I paid $40,000 for it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, think about that. If your wedding gift is everybody gives
Yeah.
you fruit, I just like, man. I mean, we don't have to buy groceries for the next 3 weeks, but we got to eat nothing but bananas and apples and these weird melons.
These weird melons.
And no, we didn't get one wall napkin right out of the deal.
You didn't get any wall napkins. You didn't get any frames.
Nothing.
You didn't get nothing you can really use.
No sit about.
Nothing you can hang in the
Towel
bathroom, the
warmers.
guest bathroom or anything. Come
Yeah.
on.
These grapes, 12 grapes on a bunch, $12,000.
That's crazy.
I mean, you imagine
Yeah.
$1,000 a grape.
Rich people, man.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
They've done the survey of 1,000 Americans, and they ask, what is the friendliest part of the country? Their choices were the South, the Northeast, the West, and the Midwest. And by far, way out front, the South is ranked the friendliest people. The Midwest is next, followed by West, and Northeast is voted the rudest because, I mean, they really don't have a lot to be happy about up
It's
there.
too cold up there.
Well, and it's dirty, and
There's huge rats.
yeah, and they're living under iron-fisted regimes. Just not good. Who has the best, the worst weather? Midwest, and then the South was next in that.
So
which
the
is a
South,
lie.
the
Which is a
South
lie.
because of the heat, and the Midwest because of what, the cold.
Oh,
I don't know. Who has the thickest accent? South dominated that as well. Yes.
Yes.
The wonderful, charming Southern accent.
Very sexy Southern accent.
Followed by the Northeast. Those Mainas. And then
Pack the cat, kid. Pack the cat.
And those New Yorkers. Where's the best place for a vacation? The South. Who has the highest cost of living? West. Northeast is second. Where do most of the people who quote unquote run things come from? In 1983, when they did this survey, Northeast won that. But they had a huge margin in that, but now the South is second, a close second.
Like run things?
We run things.
Like what things are y'all running?
Companies, corporations are putting their headquarters in the South because it's not as oppressive, or not supposed to be as oppressive with taxes and all of that stuff. But it's getting more and more that way in the South. But still, we're holding on. The best place to be and the best people you're going to find in the South. The most moral, the most likely to get into heaven. The most charitable, the funniest, wittiest, best looking. All of that was in the survey. I just don't have time to give the stats on it.
I think
but especially the best looking.
Skinner said it best. American by birth, Southern by the grace of God.
Oof.
Yes. Skinner said that, and every old man's bumper growing up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
So, Alexis, I don't know if I've asked you this or not. Does your boyfriend have a problem with us saying that he's putting you on a diet and he thinks you need to lose weight and all that stupidness we carry on?
No.
Or does he just laugh?
He just laughs.
I mean, it's not true, but he just laughs because I'm saying it.
Yeah, he thinks you guys are so funny.
So yesterday was the first full day of your new nutrition plan.
Yep.
How did it go?
Well, lunch was great. I had a little bit of steak and a few shrimp and some rice. So I was excited. I was like, okay, this is good. I'm going to be able to do this. And then we went for a walk, and then dinner time came around. And my dinner was a peanut butter protein smoothie and half a turkey sandwich, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, you can't be eating a big meal before you go to bed.
It was so good. Half a turkey sandwich.
When she's used to eating half a turkey.
I was like, where's the mashed potatoes? This is not hearty enough for dinner.
Were you full when you went to bed? Were you satisfied?
No, I was not satisfied.
Did you wake up with your stomach growling this morning?
I actually felt good.
You did?
Yeah, waking up.
Because you weren't all weighed down at
Exactly.
night, sweating all through the night, trying to burn off some, some chicken nuggets.
But still, I was like, oh, yum.
Their wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend is a plumper, chubby chaser. So, he could be giving you stuff that you think is going to help you get in shape and all that, and he's just giving you stuff that's going to make you a sweet candy-coated mess.
A fatty on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be
You better not.
Gotta be cautious.
Maybe a plumper.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw my meal for today, it's a very small portion, and I was not happy about it. I was like, this is all I have to eat? Like, I'm going to starve.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a quarter cup or half cup of bacon grease, it's not much, but it'll do the trick if he's a plumper.
Right.
Yeah.
He better not be plumping me up.
Why are there marshmallows in my protein shake? They're healthy marshmallows. They're diet marshmallows.
That's healthy ice cream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
Who put hot fudge on my chicken taco?
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live. This is Ace T.
Make sure you're watching the show on YouTube or at acetj.tv. New content all the time. Brand new show every single day. The entire Ace and TJ show plus TJ and Jody's house. A new episode of The Meaningful Meeting with Ace today. Do I have that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's going up
It's a
today.
little weird. You might want to check it out.
I watched it, man. Heavy. HEAVY.
Hopefully it's
Heavy.
helpful to people, though.
Yeah.
Why you should not be like me.
Yeah, I mean,
3 reasons.
That should have been a 3-hour-long show.
Yeah. Only had like 20 minutes or so. Shut up, Rob. We don't need to be laughing out loud.
Did we run out of storage?
Yeah.
Space.
So go check that out. Get subscribed. Hit the little notification bell so you never miss a new episode. There's a crazy story out. A mom of 4 named Amber, AMBYR. A little interesting. No E with a Y. She's got 4 kids. Her dog dies, but then 2 days later, she has her 4th kid. So she said it was a very sad moment that butts up right next to one of the greatest days of her life. So it was kind of conflicting emotions. But the dog lived a great, wonderful, long life, but she didn't want to forget the dog. So she named the boy after the dog. And she said a lot of people think that's weird, but it's my way of remembering the dog.
You know what? You don't forget the dog, though.
Right. No, you wouldn't forget it.
I had a little dog. We had a dog named Toby. We had to put Toby to sleep after about 12, 13 years. He got sick. Didn't forget Toby. I see a picture of Toby. Oh, man. Toby was a good little dog.
Your other dog was named Toby, too?
Yep.
Yeah.
True story. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Yeah.
But you wouldn't have thought to name your upcoming son to be Toby?
I would not. That wouldn't, no.
Toby 2?
Yeah.
Toby 2?
Yeah. I had a dog named Arfin when I was a kid, and I don't want to name a kid Arfin.
Arfin?
Yeah.
Why was your dog named Arfin?
Because when we got him, it was a Great Dane, and he went, Arf, Arf. And my mom said we should call him, my mom named him Little Arfin Anthony, like Little Orphan Annie. But Anthony was my dad's first name. And
Makes more sense. I was like, Arfin.
hey, I was like 6. I had no say in what was happening. I had no say in the name. I didn't know.
Oh, I get it.
I was just along for the ride on that one.
We were just inches away from naming our daughter Pepper after my first dog when I was a kid.
That's just weird.
Hayden and Pepper. That would have been a great little duo right there. Love that. So a lot of people are saying, it's just not for me, but I'm not going to judge you. So it's weird, but you do you. What's an odd behavior you see? You're not going to judge the person for it, but you definitely think it's weird. Like you'll keep it to yourself most of the time. But we're asking you to be honest. Come out. What is the odd behavior you see that you're not going to judge the person for, but you definitely think it's weird? At the Ace TJ Show. We'll find out coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Ace TJ 5G.
Look, money can be real tricky these days. There are a lot of different things when it comes to a house that you need to know, and mainly a lot of different programs. Tammy from Atlantic Bay Mortgage was saying in our last live event that they have so many different programs now because rates change so fast, and one day you're qualified, the next day you're not, unless you know about all the different options, all the different programs, and all of that put together can be very overwhelming. That's why Atlantic Bay Mortgage is so important, because Atlantic Bay Mortgage can give you lending peace of mind. Atlantic Bay Mortgage can, just by talking to you, getting some information, they weed through a lot of that mess and say, hey, here's what you're able to do. Whether it's a refi, a cash out refi, or a brand new mortgage, they can help you navigate that area. Navigate through all of those different programs to find what's right for you and give you the correct options to make your life a little bit easier and, again, give you lending peace of mind. All you got to do is go to acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB to find out more about Atlantic Bay Mortgage.
So I just happened to be looking at Satan's favorite periodical, the HuffPost.com. And they have an article in there about how we should be texting Gen Zs as to not offend them. And one of the things they point out is you have to type out the word OKAY with an exclamation point, or it's offensive to the recipient. You can't just type OK or OK without an exclamation point.
Why is that?
And worst of all, you can't just put K, because it's aggressive. They take it as being aggressive if you don't add anything behind it, whether it's an exclamation point or some sort of an emoji to let the recipient know you're not being aggressive. It's a lighthearted text. But we see this all the time, and I think all people who are, from Gen X up have been made fun of by the younger crowd for not being so tech savvy. No. We get made fun of all the time. But there's another article out today where it's talking about the Gen Zs who are entering the workforce now, who just graduated from college, not knowing how to work simple office machines like printers and copiers and things like that. And but they're warning against people who work there who are older, warning not to tech shame them. Don't tech shame the young people because they don't know how to use printers and stuff. You can just completely demoralize them, and you don't want that. So they can tech shame us for years and years constantly, but if anybody lightheartedly tech shames them, it's catastrophic.
As has happened at every job since the dawn of time. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to work this. I work a printer. Get over here. I'm sure you how to work a printer. They make fun of you. You're going about your business. That's kind of part of life.
Yeah. Not now. Man. Tech shaming.
Everybody gets their feelings hurt about everything these days.
But I'm using this one because we get tech shamed in my generation, your generation, Ace, more than anybody else. So y'all better not be tech shaming me again. None of you. None of you.
Well,
don't trigger me. If you're going to tech shame me, then you need to give me a trigger warning. Because I know some of y'all are basically like zillennials. Mm-hmm. The zillennial is between a Gen Z and a millennial. Y'all are zillennials.
Just you and us. This is ACE TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
We're on YouTube right now. I guess I should apologize to Mr. Todd, who runs our YouTube, because I wore a light-colored hoodie today, and I'm not supposed to wear anything light because it washes me out because I'm so pale. Pale-face ace is what they call me.
What up, YouTube?
Yeah.
It's almost greenish.
So
Yeah, you do look you have a little green hue.
Yeah, okay. That's probably just the
Looking
color.
jaundicey.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
You got green jaundice.
You got
But
you
hey,
walking jaundice.
You are lighting up the room as the Green Lantern.
That's right. So you can check it out on YouTube, Ace TJ TV. It's Paleface Ace and TJ in the morning.
Oh, shamrock shake
Yeah.
looking in. It's like mint green.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
Why are you mint green?
I think it's the way he dials down the color to try to make it darker, make it sharper on my camera, because my camera is different from everybody else's for whatever reason. We have 3 different cameras in here, and something about that makes this color, this cream-colored hoodie I'm wearing, look kind of greenish. I think
Mint chocolate.
I don't know. Thank you, Rob. You're just full of it this morning, aren't you?
I just turned on a ring light in my face.
Cute.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's reflecting out of your glasses.
Yeah, especially from your
Like
glasses.
2 white dots for eyes.
I probably shouldn't do that.
You guys are so high maintenance. Me
I'm
and
not doing
Riggins
anything.
just be chilling. We don't even worry
I'm not
about
doing
it.
anything.
I'm not high maintenance at all. It's just I just can't help the fact that I'm very pale.
We look like we're on a Zoom call.
Yeah, exactly.
Your skin is very high.
Y'all are wondering about your lights. We over here on a 1.3 megapixel camera slapped on a Chromebook. This is as good as it's gonna get.
I know,
We got to get both of y'all in one shot. We got to do it with a different camera.
This is a struggle over here.
Y'all are lit by a neon sign behind you.
And hear us complain.
Y'all sitting under the neon moon.
Yeah. Well, y'all aren't paying for it either.
Yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
I'm not complaining. I'm making an observation that I forgot today and wore a dark. I didn't wear. It's my fault. I didn't wear a dark color like I'm supposed to wear. I'm not supposed to wear light colors anymore in here for anything. Apparently,
just in general.
It's just like a dark T-shirt is all I'm allowed to wear from now on for the rest of my life. Apparently,
You should have been born so white.
Yeah, Ace. You ever think of that?
Yeah, I should have done something about that.
You think about that?
Yeah, don't blame Mr. Todd. Blame your Irish ancestors.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Oh, you weird. Ugh, you weird. What's odd behavior you see all the time, but you try, because you know it's Lent and Easter's upon us. You try not to judge people for it. It's hard though, isn't it? Not judging people.
Yep.
It's real difficult sometimes. But what is the odd behavior you see all the time that you try not to judge people for? Like my favorite one, I think, came from Ace's wife this week when she said she put up a TikTok that said, "I don't think after you're over the age of 21 that you should have those number balloons at your birthday." And I thought that is a great, concise, hot take, and she got a lot of heat for it.
Yep.
And I'll give her credit. You know what? She didn't take it down, did she?
No, she didn't take it down.
Good for her.
She turned the comments off at one point, then she turned them back on because she's got somewhere, I think, over 500 comments. At one point, it was like 357 and growing, and people were stitching her TikTok. Like, why don't you shut your mouth? It's not your business. And
I want to hear those.
they were yeah.
Vicious.
And she's laughed about it. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's a good hot take. So that was one of them I loved. But one time I was getting food after an event, and I stopped at one of the carts out on the street, and this guy just walked right by, and he just yelled like right in my ear. He goes, "Street meat!" And I went, you know what? I'm trying to enjoy it. So maybe you judge people for eating out of street vendors. But he's clearly trying to make me feel bad. But Elle said, "I just don't understand people who don't fold clothes when they're warm right out of the dryer. I have to sit on a little stool and put them straight in a basket, hang the shirts up. I hate ironing, and I won't iron. Probably an unpopular opinion, but I just really don't understand it. It's odd behavior." And unfortunately for Elle, we've got at least Techie Rob. We know he's horrible about emptying out the dryer, and Alexis as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have clothes in the dryer right now.
But then they don't get folded, do they, Rob?
No, they don't get folded.
They just go in a basket or just on a table or something?
The T-shirts and pants go in a basket, but I pull the underwear and undershirts and put them in a little cubby in my closet.
Yeah, there's organization for the T-shirt
and socks as well. Because I don't want to have to dig for those things when I need them.
Yeah,
but you know.
And you don't really have to fold Austin 316 shirt. You can just kind of throw it in the bin.
It doesn't matter if it's that wrinkled. You know, no big deal.
It's supposed to look tough and tattered.
Yeah, and just throw it in the bin with the rest of them. That's so true. Elizabeth said, "Still cutting the crust off your bread, and then on the corners like a 5-year-old and being almost 30." I get that too. Grow up. What are you doing? Yeah. We're not supposed to judge people, but come on. Seeing people cut the crust off. But then I've also seen people go, you know what? Life is short. If you don't like the crust, cut them off.
Yeah, don't eat it.
Why would you do that to yourself? But it does seem kind of immature.
Yeah, y'all judge people for drinking milk.
No, I don't. Well, yeah, no, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. You said you do.
But it is
Why are you
weird.
drinking milk as an adult?
It's weird.
Because I'm not 2, I don't drink milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm guilty of a lot of these things. But I don't want to hear it from you.
About
the
what?
most judgmental person maybe ever.
Yeah, he's talking to TJ
Me?
now. Yeah.
You.
How dare you? I've never been so insulted in my life.
Riggins, if you had to rate the levels of judgment, who judges the most on this show? Top down, where do you start? TJ is the most
TJ,
judgmental?
yeah.
Then number 2.
You.
Me?
100%. And
How am I the most
you guys
judgmental?
are very
You gotta be
similar.
kidding me.
Because you guys are almost the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are lockstep with most of your societal opinions. Lockstep.
You got to be kidding me right now. Okay. All right.
Well,
Number 3.
you asked me.
Number 3.
Then me.
Okay.
Definitely. Then Alexis, and then Rob.
Woo!
Wait a minute.
And it's not even necessarily a bad thing to be judgmental.
What's what I was going to say? Am I supposed to be offended? Because I'm not. No. I'm proud.
No.
Because evidently I'm the one that knows more than any of the rest of y'all about how things ought to be.
Yeah.
And I don't mind saying it.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Ace act like he's insulted because he's close to me in
Because
your judgment.
because every time I come in here, I get judged every day over stuff. But
But I don't mean you're not judged.
Yeah.
I don't think
I get judged for judging.
We're in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a vicious
Judge for judging.
circle.
Okay.
Judging and judging.
Okay.
But
You're judging me, I'm
thank
judging you.
Give me a crown.
Yeah.
Live from the Calitrin Studios. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. More of the Ace and TJ Show next. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
There's a guy named Eamon Halim who went to Buffalo Wild Wings just outside of Chicago in January, and he bought some boneless wings. And he has now filed a lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings because he said when he bought those boneless wings, he said he was led to believe that that product was simply the meat of a deboned chicken wing rather than what they actually are, which is what they call slices of chicken breast meat, deep fried like wings. And according to the lawsuit, this makes them more like chicken nuggets than boneless wings.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't know that? I mean,
who doesn't? I guess he didn't, or he claims he didn't know that.
And that's worth a lawsuit?
Well, he said he suffered financial, what did they call it? Financial harm because he was led to believe that.
Financial harm because he's out like $15?
Yeah, I mean, probably. An order of boneless wings, if that. So, yeah, I mean, but yeah, who didn't know that they were just chicken nuggets? I don't know if he's got a lawsuit, but I feel like I've heard this story before. Like this has happened once before. I'm not really sure.
Surely this gets thrown out, right?
I would imagine. But I saw Buffalo Wild Wings responded to it on Twitter, and they said, no, it's true, and our buffalo wings don't have actual buffalo in them. So they're, they got a pretty good sense of humor about it. But
They said, okay, you got us.
Yeah.
Our boneless wings are actually all white meat chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they're using a different animal.
Yeah.
Or some type of fake animal. It's still from the chicken.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the damage is that he's at. What is his financial damage that he needs reimbursed for?
He said he suffered financial injury because if he had known this fact about the wings prior to purchase, he wouldn't have bothered buying them at all. At least not at the price he paid for them.
Okay, well, give him $10.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Yeah, I mean, I think Buffalo Wild Wings should double down and really make an example out of this guy and say, we're going to give him a bunch of wings. How about that? We're going to make your day and just make him a fool on the internet. That would be fun.
Unless they countersue him.
Would they do
Are
that?
you going to bring us to court? You're going to take us to court over this? All right. We're going to want to be reimbursed for all of our legal fees, all of the trouble, and the financial harm you've done us, clown.
By the way, you can get 10 boneless wings and fries for $9.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
$10.
It says clown has brought a lawsuit.
Kick rocks. We'll see you.
Yeah, the judge should make an example out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just you and us. This is ATJ 5G.
All right, it's time for you to take that step. What is that step? If you're trying to lose weight, the step is ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. It also helps people with all different kinds of things, acid reflux, joint pain, so forth and so on. They have a great website. So if you've been hearing us talk about Calitrin and you think, well, you know what, I might get that a try, but I've got a bunch of questions before I start. Their website is so thorough. So you should start by going there and checking it out and seeing what all it's about. They've done the research. They have the success rates of Calitrin, the difference that it's made in people's lives when they've tried other things and haven't been able to lose weight. It's acetj.com/weight loss. And you can also order Calitrin there. And right now, when you buy 3 months, you'll get 2 months free and $20 off of Calitrin. It's not a drug. It's not a stimulant of any kind. And if you order today, you're going to save a lot of money. Again, buying 3 months worth and you get 2 months free and $20 off. It is acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
So we're in the first days of March Madness. The games really kick off in a couple of days, but TJ said he was going to do a bracket this year, right?
Yeah, I was going to get my friend who's a former NCAA champion and coach and all to do it for me, but then I would have felt guilty about that.
Yeah, because you're cheating.
Yeah.
Why is that
How's
cheating?
it cheating?
If you know somebody with some sense that knows something about it, it's not cheating.
I don't know. Something seems off about that.
And I'm figuring he probably gets bombarded with people saying, "Help me with my bracket. Help me with my bracket."
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is one of countless things that TJ said. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And then as the date approaches, he goes, I didn't do it.
Because I don't want to be a bother to people.
Sure. But this is an interesting time. It's March Madness. It's also the time when vasectomies skyrocket.
It's the perfect time for it.
That's exactly what they're saying. It's a perfect time to relax at home. Plus, you got something to do while you recover. They've never done any kind of research looking into the connection between March Madness and vasectomies until now. But Alexander Rosansky, the MD at UT Health San Antonio, the urologist department, said a lot of guys doing the vasectomy right now. So in the next couple of days, the 10-minute procedure will be.
It's like the new in thing.
Yeah, it's been for a couple of years because you can go right in, get it done like the morning of, and then hey, for the next 48 hours, I'm supposed to just chill here and watch and hang out and keep bag of frozen peas between my legs.
They said it's either at the end of the year or in March is the two most popular times to do it. And they said March because of March Madness. And obviously the end of the year is Christmas holidays and things like that. So gives you an excuse to lay low and recover.
But I know TJ and I both, we had our vasectomy, like we both worked the next day. So
we had it done together as a promotion for the radio
Cute.
station.
Did you hold hands?
I didn't mean it that way. You're right.
It certainly sounded that way.
Ace and TJ.
We got news coverage for it. I mean,
Cute.
it was just so crazy. Yeah, they were about 15 years apart, our vasectomies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
now what you
worked
really
the
should
next
do-
day, walking around the mall doing work.
Yeah, I just had to show up for work, and then I went home and all. But he had to get up. We had a big thing, and we walked around the mall all day. The reversal is the one you really should do too. Get the reversal like on a Wednesday, and then you're home free for the next few days.
Are you gonna reverse it back?
Oh yeah, I've already told him as soon as Amanda has this baby, like scoot over. Let's do this vasectomy and knock it out right now.
Before
Let's make
you're
it
drunk,
happen.
man.
Yeah.
I know your drugs.
Your junk's been going through it.
It's like a speed bag. It's
Like, make up your mind, bro.
That's a good point.
Ace and TJ.
Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go! This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
How long does it take to do a damn coronation for a royal person to be sworn in as whatever? It seems like they've been trying to get Prince Charles coronated for 2 years now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They're still talking about Meghan and Harry Markle not being invited to the coronation, and now that they go, they're going to get a cold shoulder and all that. How long does it shit take?
Well, it's not until May. It doesn't happen until May, right?
I don't know.
I think
they've been talking about it. I mean, when Queen Elizabeth died back during Trump administration, they still hadn't kinged him. That's some bad business. They're like, damn, we don't want to have to king this month.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
Oh man,
they're trying to like prolong it as long as possible and see if something happens.
Yeah. So she died.
Like, we don't want to king this ugly ass.
He is ugly.
January, February, March, April, May. So it's 8 months from the time that she died to the day that almost 8 months exactly to set that whole thing up. I mean, I know it's a big deal, but
they did the same thing when her father died.
Yeah.
She became queen, but they didn't do her coronation, I think, for a while. I don't know why they do that.
Well, and one thing is that none of those celebrity musicians want to perform at his shit because they're all on Harry and Meghan Markle's side.
Yeah,
like Ed Sheeran and they're buddies, right?
Yeah.
And he and Harry Markle buddies.
And there is something here that says they set the date so far out to ensure sufficient time to mourn the death of Queen Elizabeth II before holding a joyous ceremony.
But Charles is like, hey, look, I've cried my last tear. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to rock.
I'm ready to be king.
I'm ready to get it on.
I can't wait to be king. He's singing that shit every day. I just can't wait to be king. Working on my roar.
Yeah.
That'd be funny, though, if they came back and told him, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and skip you and get right to Prince Harry. We want a Harry Prince.
They all discuss that. Do you think he would just forego it and say, give it to his son? I'm like, are you kidding?
Right.
Hell no.
He's been waiting for this.
He's been waiting
There's
for this.
no way.
Yeah, because how old is he?
In his 80s. Or no, he might not be in his 80s. He's in the late 70s, probably close to 80. It's got to be.
You think?
Let's see.
I thought he was in his 60s. But still, even
If
at
he's in
that,
his
because,
60s,
his mama lived an unusually long life. Like, exceptionally long life.
Yeah, he's 74.
Yeah.
So he still gets around good to be. I mean, to be 74, he's still very active, it seems like.
Big ol' ass ears.
Oh, he's so gross.
So remember, they do have Take That. The group Take That, minus their most famous member, Robbie Williams, will be performing at the coronation. So it's like,
who is that?
Well, they were a huge British boy band. I mean, they were massive.
So
in
they're
Britain.
like old as hell too.
They played stadiums. Well, they're as old as like the guys from NSYNC that time.
Oh.
And so
they were Great Britain's version of BB Mac.
I still don't know who that is.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Except now they're like, we got the guys. We got Take That. Well, except for their most famous member, Robbie Williams, who said he's not going to do it.
They're like, and take that.
Yeah. Well, Charles doesn't want any bands like that playing anyway. He's like, I don't want any pop crap.
Yeah.
He wanted Elton John. That's what he wanted. Elton John's like, I don't think so.
I got a lot going on.
In case you don't remember, Princess Diana was my friend, and you did her wrong, Charles. So you can go pound royal sand.
I've always thought that would be cool, though. If you get to be like when you get to be the president or something like that, you get to have your own. Like I've always thought if I were going to be the president, let's don't do a bunch of parties. Like let's don't waste a bunch of money on having. I don't need to be at 15 different balls that night. Let's have one big party. And then the next morning get down to the business of being, taking care of the people. Yeah. You get to invite pretty much anybody you want. I mean, they won't come and perform, but it's still cool to try to think, you could put together anybody you wanted to have them come to be like, awesome.
See, I'd be like, keep those damn celebrities away from me. You could get Jelly Roll to come in here and play. That'd be good. But I don't want any of them liberal ass celebrities on their platforms during my taking over of the White House and stuff. You know, they used to get mad at George W. Bush because he didn't go in for all that hobnobbing and shit. He wanted to go to bed.
Man, we'd have a kiss show on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
Invite everybody, we'll blow it out. That'd be the first president / pyro guy. It would be awesome.
Yeah,
and then the next day, we're like, hey, I got to give Putin a call real quick. I got stuff to do. Let's get down to business.
Yeah. After I'm finished performing a rock show and getting wasted on top of a president's grave.
I'm not wasted.
People have thrown up on the President Lincoln's grave.
Hey.
And, you know, there's leftover lighter fluid from Gene Simmons' mouth.
That's a lot worse things that have happened there on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. A lot better things, too.
Yeah. I know. But that could be said for anything, actually. Yeah. But anyway, I wish they would coronate this month, get him done, get him out. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
And I wish they would take Meghan and Harry Markle back. Get them over there. Let their tabloids deal with them. None of them like them here anymore. Yeah. Even people who did, they don't like them now.
Yeah. Well, that Netflix documentary, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just made it through a little bit of it. I found it to be incredibly boring. But it did seem like that had a really negative impact on them. Like people watched that and then turned against them.
Remember when he wore a Nazi costume trying to be funny?
Yeah.
Thought it was funny to be wearing a Nazi costume to some deal that they were doing?
Mm-hmm. Kate loved it. Well, he did put that in the book. He's like, and by the way, Kate loved it. I got a good
Princess
laugh.
Kate?
Yeah, he said his brother and Kate thought it was hysterical.
You know, those Brits don't have a sense of humor.
He looks like he could be a Murdoch.
Yeah.
No, he's not horrendous looking in the face.
I didn't say he was. Say he looked like he could be a Murdoch.
Oh, he's probably the best.
You ever seen the pictures of Alex Murdoch in college?
Yeah, he wasn't as ugly as he is now.
Mm-hmm.
But still.
He looked like Harry Markle.
Don't say that.
Harry Murdoch.
Yeah. Yeah, now we don't know what to call him because he's not a prince anymore. That's it, Harry Murdoch.
He's still no. He's a duke.
He's a douche.
Duke of Eddington.
I think he's still the prince though.
No.
Who, Harry? I thought they didn't.
Didn't they denounce him?
Prince.
Yeah, I think
didn't they denounce him for being?
Yeah,
you know,
you give up the royal duties, but I think you're always the duke and the prince.
Yeah, Harry remained a prince. The couple kept their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles, but are no longer addressed as his or her Royal Highness.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I would want to keep. Address me as your Royal Highness forever.
When Charles became king, their children were each given official titles, becoming Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet of Sussex.
Yeah, well, he's the douche of Sussex.
Yeah.
Harry is.
So
That's what we should call it, douche of Sussex. Douche and douche it. Douches.
So will their kids grow up not knowing their grandparents? Are their aunts and uncles? Are they that far off that they're completely separate now?
No, they'll figure it out.
I wouldn't allow that though. You know, Charles is not, you know, an affectionate, loving person, so he won't care if he never sees his grandkids. He probably looks at them as beneath him now because his sons shamed the family. That's the way they look at it over there. I'm telling you, they're just like the damn Lion King, man.
They're just like Lion King?
Works just like the hierarchy in the Lion King.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
They are. I mean, that's the way royalty works.
So who's Scar?
That Scar is that Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew. Okay,
yeah,
that
the
makes sense.
prevert.
Yeah, yeah.
That prevert.
All right.
Who was the pervert in Lion King?
Right.
And who are the hyenas? And who's Timon and Pumbaa?
But yeah, he does. He looks like he could be, you know, we should call him the douche of Sussex.
Yeah.
Little old bitch.
He said you a bitch.
Harry,
you a bitch if you listening on
Mm-hmm.
the West Coast.
I hope he is listening. If he's not, somebody tell him I said it.
Dang.
But I do know I would say some crazy shit for $20 million. I would do that too.
Hell yeah. My family crazy as hell. Let me tell you.
They are raised.
But the difference is,
but the difference is already have everything in the world you could ever want. I mean, what's 20 million to him?
If you've already got 30, 40 million dollars, you're not going to say anything for another 20 million
But
to put down your family.
You don't know what their budgets or
Yeah,
expenses
and-
are. We can't know how people spend their money, how they want.
But they said they were when they left the whatever the crown, they were rewarded financially. There was a settlement as part of that leaving, wasn't there?
I don't know.
I didn't hear
But
that.
I'm just saying, I don't know how people spend their money. So what's 20
I still
million
want
to them?
10
I
more
don't know.
million. It doesn't matter. I still want 10 more million. And also the money that they had from the crown or whatever, that was going to be under stipulations that they have to do certain things. And so if they're leaving that behind, then they leave the money behind.
Yeah, they're all weirdos. Every damn one of them.
Yeah. Charles.
But it doesn't, like Ricky, but you wouldn't be talking shit about your family.
Wait, I'm
But
like, listen, I'm going to
it
say
can't
this
be
things
like
about
that.
you.
It's got to be like you're telling the truth on them and talking shit about them or what you perceive to be the truth, and you're doing it to legitimately shed a bad light on them, not to be able to go back later and go, I'll split the money with you. I don't really mean it.
I could say it in, this is the truth. You guys are shitheads, but I'm going to write about it because you guys are, but I'm going to give you a little bit. So just shut up.
Cut the check.
Yeah, cut the check. And you're still telling the truth because you believe that your family are shitheads.
Yeah. But I'm saying Riggins doesn't believe
not
his
Riggins.
family. I mean, they're close.
There are some shitheads in my family, so I'll do it.
So yeah.
Call me. I'll spill all the tea.
So, for example, I just found this out. In the 90s, Queen Elizabeth set up a trust fund for her great-grandchildren. At age 21, Prince William and Prince Harry split the first half of their portion, which was about $7.8 million. So he's been a multimillionaire since he was 21, not counting the money he got from his mother's death, which was millions. Plus, they were given something like to the tune of about $5 to $7 million when they left the crown. So he probably was. There's no telling how much money it was already worth before it was time to leave.
Not to mention, he's never buying drinks anywhere he goes or food. Nobody's charging the prince. If he hadn't pulled this bullshit, he's just still Prince Harry. And everywhere he goes, somebody's going to be paying for it. Like he's a cop or a preacher.
I want people to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't begrudge a CEO for taking a bonus when things don't go, the company's way. We wouldn't begrudge him that. I'm not going to begrudge this guy for trying to make a couple dollars.
Well,
if it's true what he said.
I just have disdain for the whole royal family.
That's fair.
And the fact that people in America are so involved in keeping up with it and everything. I don't like any of them. But he has stepped into a different realm of my disdain because he stepped into Hollywood, USA. He's part of that crowd now, which is twice as bad as somebody who's just talking shit about their family if they're famous. Being royalty and being famous for that, to me, I don't dislike that as much as I do your royalty. I didn't like that to begin with. And then you go into Hollywood and become one of those derelicts.
Well, that Jeanette McCurdy, she wrote that book, I'm Glad My Mom Died, made a lot of money. Is there a big difference in what he did and what she did? She's talking mad shit about her mom and making money for it. And she's a Hollywood girl, but she was celebrated.
Yeah, but wasn't her mom abusive to her and stuff like that?
I believe so. It's bad behavior. I mean, it's bad behavior from your family.
Yeah. I would never do that. Like write a book called I'm Glad My Mom's Dead or I'm Glad My Mom Died.
I wouldn't either.
That, but
if she was a douchebag.
I think Harry is the whole aspect of being raised with everything in the world and people literally bowing to you. And then you're going to go marry a woman who's a Hollywood person. And then all of a sudden, both of you are victims. They are straight down the line playing the victim card. That's the thing that I hate most about them.
What about his mom? His mom did articles too and was talking bad about the family. So it's not like this is a lie.
I didn't say I thought his mom was a saint.
So you didn't like her either?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I didn't dislike her really. But I was young. I was really young when she was a thing. But I didn't hate her, dislike her.
But she tried to shed light on the family, and you saw what they did.
Mm-hmm. What did they do?
They killed her.
They
did. They had something to do with it. I know they did.
No, they did.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the Titanic sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they were like, oh,
I thought
icebergs.
you meant an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what version did you see?
I was going to let it fall.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very, brain type movie.
Oh, a very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV.
It made you feel a lot less stressed and made you feel better.
Well, I farted real loud.
You farted?
Yeah.
That made you feel relaxed?
It did. I had been holding it all day.
Next to me?
Yeah. Well, I didn't fart.
Your stomach was a little rumbly yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you why, because I was holding a fart for like 6 hours. So yeah, I got in the car and I let it go. And man, it was long and loud, and I howled laughing. I mean, you would have thought I just heard the funniest joke in the world, because it was so dramatic. It was like a movie fart. Like, it didn't even sound real. That's this. I know that's immature, but I wasn't gonna bring that up. Man, it was a big one.
Like, did you have to roll the window down?
Yeah, I mean, I left the door open because I said bye to Alexis. I was like, all right, bye. And she took off. And
Oh, it was before you even got out of the parking lot?
Yeah, as soon as I closed the door. It was so loud. I wish I had started my video, because I would have sent it to my brothers. Recorded that. Yeah, it was bad.
Hey, everybody's got their different techniques for relaxing.
Yeah, I'm not going to fart in here.
Thank you for that.
No problem. But
Nice.
man, it felt good. It was like,
A little wet one.
A movie fart.
it was like, yeah, like what they put in movies.
Like something you see in one of those TikTok pranks where the guy's got the thing in his hand.
So
he walks-
loud. Yeah, it's like a duck call. Now, so I watched Alexis leave in her boyfriend's car, which was all equally as funny.
Yep.
Right.
That race car.
I have it again today. I'm keeping it.
You do?
It's cool. It's pretty cool.
I love it.
So because you drive, Regan said you drive like a bat out of hell out of here every day, and on the interstate he sees you and you're passing cops and shit.
Mm-hmm.
On the right-hand side, on the right lane. That's what you got pulled over for the other day. You passed the
For
cop in the
speeding.
right lane.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that anymore. I've been behaving.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that was like a sign from the universe. The universe is use that cop to talk to me. Tell me to slow down. So
She's driving a car called a Hellcat. I don't think you're slowing down anytime soon.
Are those cars really fast?
Yeah.
I'm not testing it.
Where's he got to go? So in such a
I
hurry.
don't know where he got to go.
It does like 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. I mean, it's like crazy.
And then he's letting her drive.
I mean, she's so small. It's a wide body car. Big fat tires on, just for like, street racing. That's kind of what it's designed for. And to see her little ass in this huge wide body car, and I'm just like, oh, that is hell on wheels. Hell on wheels.
There's an accident waiting to happen right there,
Oh.
friends.
And I see her in a regular car, and she's up on semi tailgate. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, he's getting rid of that car, so that's why I'm like using it as much as I can. Since he's getting rid of it.
Yeah, but he wants to get rid of it while it's
Well, it's gonna
not,
be fine.
but not dented up. And
It's
stuff.
not gonna be dented
that would be a
up.
good idea.
They make another version of the same car. It's called a jailbreak. So I mean, it's like literally get your shit out of town. Just haul ass.
Get me out of here. Yeah, I like it.
I bet you do.
Yeah, but he doesn't need that. You don't need that.
No,
car.
he's got the food truck.
And he has in that truck.
Yeah, he drives it everywhere.
He let me drive the truck. That was cool. And I got to pull the food. I got to pull the trailer.
Oh, the food truck is a trailer. It's not a like you don't drive the
No.
whole thing. Is it okay?
He hitches it to his pickup.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I pictured you actually driving the food truck.
No.
If y'all were to get married and it became a family business, you'd be the one up there driving that big old ass
Can you
steering
imagine
wheel.
doing Lyft or Uber if a food truck shows up?
That'd be dope.
That'd be
I'd
kind of
be
cool.
like,
though.
oh, cool. I
Yeah.
get to eat while I get taken wherever I'm going.
Just to get to jump in the back and ride around and check it out. That'd be fun.
Yeah, the hell with a party bus.
Give me
Climb
a
aboard
food
a
truck.
food truck.
All that
Hell
hot
yeah.
oil splashing around.
Yeah,
There you go.
I like
Philly
that.
cheesesteak. While we're going to the party, to the club.
Yeah.
Is the upkeep hard on one of those? Because
There's a lot of work for
you're
sure.
cooking inside. I would think keeping it clean could be a little bit more difficult because you don't have everything at your disposal like you would in a kitchen.
Yeah, the hoods have to be cleaned all the time because of the fryer oil in there. The fryers need to be cleaned all the time.
But
It's a lot.
is cleaning harder than in a regular kitchen because you don't have the
you
water's
don't-
not as accessible and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, and the space that you have to move things around is very limited. But
It seems like it'd be harder to do.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can't drive it down the road and use it?
And use what?
Like cooking while you're riding down the road?
I asked him that the other day because I'm like, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to use the fryers or anything, but you could use the griddle.
Yeah.
Why not? So that way, when you pull up to wherever you're going to be that day, you already got food
Everything's
going.
already ready.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
She can't drive while she's not cooking, let alone driving while she is cooking.
Like, I'm making burgers and taking a right-hand turn.
Look out! Coming through.
So earlier on the regular old show, we were talking about things that you're not supposed to do or you shouldn't do after you reach the age of 30. Getting those party buses and all, you can still do that, right?
I think it's strictly an older person thing now.
The party bus?
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like an older person thing now because, I don't know, you just don't hear about a lot of Gen Z, like even taking it to prom or anything. That seems like outdated now. So I think it's kind of like older people getting wild.
Mm-hmm. Older as in how old?
40s.
Yeah. They're like the upper end of the millennial age.
Yeah. To me, I don't know. I don't know why I think that, but
Yeah, we used to work with a company that had it was a school bus that they turned into one of those party bus things. And we took a group of listeners one time to a water park for the day. And it was about an hour and a half away, or a little more than that, from Charlotte, where we boarded the bus. And that shit broke down on the way home. Did it break down on the way home or going there?
Home.
On the way home, it broke down. Yeah.
after a day at the water park, you just want to go home. You're tired.
Right.
Ugh.
What did we do? How did we end up getting home?
I thought they brought another bus.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't they bring it? They sent a bus.
Prison bus.
Yeah, because we had to hang out for like an hour or so, hour and a half. We were waiting on another bus to get there, and then we got to. I think that's how I remember.
See, I think that would be a cool idea for a party bus, to have a prison bus.
Prison bus?
Yeah, you say you get the prison bus. And not with actual prisoners on it and guards and shotguns and all, but you just on
everybody gets chained to the floor.
Yeah. You're not going anywhere.
Is that the way they do? They chain them to the floor?
I think in some places, some cases, yeah, because they can't. They have to be made immobile, so they can't get up.
I think so.
Move around.
At least that's how it is in the movies.
I was about to say that, Rob. I think that's what I remember from Con Air.
Con Air.
They were chained to the floor. Yes.
I've never seen the inside of a prison bus. Thank God.
I've only seen them in the movies. Yeah.
What does it look like, Alexis?
Shut up. Never rode in a prison bus.
Have you ever seen one on the road? I've never even seen one on the street.
I've seen it on the road. Yeah.
Or don't they use
Department
those
of
when they have to
Corrections.
take them to clean on the side of the streets?
Yeah. The chain gang.
The chain gang.
They don't have chain gangs anymore.
Working the blades out there and stuff.
But when we first moved to Alabama, they had just reinstated the chain gang. So we'd see them out there busting up rocks and shit. Chained up.
Damn.
I know. Hey, man, don't go to penitentiary. It ain't supposed to be fun.
Yeah. At least not in Alabama.
Oh, speaking of the penitentiary, there's a great story that is perfect for Share Funny about some female guards at a male penitentiary in Great Britain.
Of course.
Yeah. Y'all going to like this. We'll do it next.
Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House. and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's house.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what version did you see?
I was gonna let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very like brain type movie.
Oh, a
No?
very like brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very like brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so there's a man prison where they lock up men's in the UK, and 18 female guards have been fired or have resigned from the prison because of hookups and steamy relationships with the prisoners. 18 female guards. They said that they've done everything from, well, for example, this one lady accepted money to smuggle a phone to a robber that was later used to help them exchange intimate snaps of each other. She pleaded to misconduct and was slapped with 8 months behind bars. Another guard had sex with a drug dealer who was in the prison for causing death by dangerous driving. She performed a sex act on an inmate twice and had full relations with him once while he was inside. In the cell, they had the relations. A probation officer named Aisha Gunn, according to the report, had a rendezvous with an armed robber, with the two also swapping quote-unquote highly sexualized pics and videos. She additionally smuggled in a pair of underwears for the prisoner inside her bra. I don't know what he was doing with that. The prison is a 2,000 capacity facility. The Prison Officers Association chairman said that this was caused because the wrong kind of women were being hired. You think?
Yeah, no kidding.
It says staff being recruited doesn't have face-to-face interviews. It's all done by Zoom. I mean, what kind of difference would that make? A lot of people getting these jobs don't have enough life experience and are susceptible to conditioning from prisoners. So in other words, they're easily manipulated. They're young and they don't know the ways of the world. And so you may be thinking to yourself, well, I mean, who in the world, what kind of woman would be in a prison finding those men attractive and wanting to have sex with them and all. Well, this is one of those new age cushy prisons. They don't even have doors on the cells. They have, let's see. Hold on. No bars on the windows. They have televisions, laptops, and phones. Also have a sports hall, fitness room, outdoor space for inmates. So it's pretty much a low security compared to U.S. America prisons. So it's not like they're running around there dirty and having to drink toilet wine and all that kind of stuff. These guys are getting showers. They probably look great. They probably get groomed in there and everything. So they're looking good. Bad boys. And these women come through there and they're easily manipulated into, or the women could just be whores.
or
you
that.
never know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he meant by we've been hiring the wrong kind of women.
Yeah.
We've been hiring darn old whores in here.
Whores.
No good line. Whores.
Whores.
They're not bad looking.
No.
Who,
no,
the
I'm
women?
telling you, the men are probably clean and well kempt. Yeah. They don't show any of the prisoners, but I'm guessing if they've got all those amenities, it's like being at a resort.
Well, they got one guy.
No.
Not bad, not terrible though. Hey,
No.
You're average English.
Right.
Look,
A football hooligan.
Yeah, he does look like a.
Yeah, there's no way he's never been in a fist fight in a stadium.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Got a bow cut. Yeah.
But still, I mean, he looks like a regular guy.
Yeah.
Man. How do you go home and tell people why you got fired?
You idiot.
Got fired. I was having relations in a prison cell with the inmate.
Well,
whether you're a man guard or a woman guard, I mean, still you're
terrible.
in there with dirty ass prisoners.
Have you seen the story of the cheerleader coach in Oklahoma who's been fired?
Yeah.
That's a bad one. She had sex with her daughter's 16-year-old ex-boyfriend over 300 times.
Well, they broke up. It was the ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like she took him from her daughter.
What's up with these old women wanting these young guys? Like, what's going on? Is there something in the water?
No, it's
Has this been going on now?
feminism.
Feminism?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It teaches women should get what they want no matter what.
And to be whores.
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 Wouldn't that be
Because
incredible though
it's,
if he did make that in his statement? If he said what there's some type of press conference and he says the main problem is that we've been hiring whores and
Yeah.
Who is?
It's that too many people have absolutely no shame in the world.
That's what it is.
Because shame diminishes a sense of entitlement. So if you have no shame, then you're entitled to a 16-year-old boy if you want him. You know? Or a bunch of inmates.
Yeah. It's never good when they're like, she performed,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. Like, oh no, I don't need to
Whatever
hear
act.
what happens next.
I mean, because how many things could be on the set list
Right.
of that performance?
She
Because
performed.
she performed a sex act and had sex with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh gosh.
So
the sex doesn't count as a sex act.
And the other thing about this one is you go, well, why are we only talking about the women? Because they're the ones that are responsible. The other guys are in prison.
Well.
It's on the prison guard to not allow this to happen. So it's in this case, the full responsibility lies with the women because they're the prison guards. They're the ones who aren't supposed to act this way. The prisoners are doing what prisoners do.
Yeah. I wonder if they'd say that if it were reversed. Well, if it's 18 male prison guards in a female prison and they're humping out the prisoners and they get caught. Well, why are you just coming down on the men? What about the women? They're at fault too. I just can't believe that these women abuse their position of power over these innocent men who are in there just trying to rehabilitate, pay their debt to society so they can get back out and get on with their lives. Yeah. And these predator prison guards come in there, these women, preying upon these men because they know they can't go anywhere. They're locked there. There's no telling what kind of power they dangled in front of them and said, if you don't do this, what's going to happen to you out on the prison yard? You know? Because female prison guards can be vicious.
Really?
Yeah. Taking advantage of those poor men.
The bobbies. With the boobies.
Mm-hmm.
Bobbies with boobies.
I think there needs to be a big shakeup in the whole industry if these female prison guards don't learn how to act like they're not savages.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Mayor of Kingstown.
Right.
I know how prison guards act.
It's not good.
No.
It is very bad.
No, it's not a good look at all. But they have a mugshot of one of the women that got in trouble. She looks like she's maybe 19.
Yeah, they look young.
So they should know better.
Well.
Taking advantage of those innocent people.
Yeah, do the prisoners get additional charges? They didn't do anything illegal, right? The women probably did, but the prisoners didn't.
Well, I would hope not.
I'm sure there are additional charges for smuggling, and you're not supposed to be smuggling in contraband and all that kind of stuff.
But all they can say is, hey, I didn't want that. She forced that on me. She said I'd get the baton if I didn't take it. Yeah. And you don't even want to know where she said I was going to get the baton. She said, you don't have to be a Taliban to field a baton. You're going to get it.
Man.
That's the kind of prison you need. If you get where you got to go to penitentiary, you need one that's got a fitness room and sports hall, outdoor spaces for inmates to get some nature time.
Is it all built around rehabilitation? Is that what they're trying to do, is rehabilitate these particular people?
Well, I mean, that's what all prisons are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But they can't focus on their rehabilitation because these women are taking advantage of them.
They're having so much
Poor
sex, they can't think about rehabilitation.
Yeah. Poor fellas.
Guys, they're just overrun with sex in prison.
Yeah.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah. That's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah,
I was like,
well,
what version did you see?
I was gonna let it fall.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very brain type movie.
Oh,
What
a
now?
very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
What was
What
that?
are you saying? What are you doing over there?
Did
I
you
was-
just burp?
I was sneezing.
Oh, I thought you
Oh.
burped and then said thank you.
No, that's how I sneeze.
Nobody heard the sneeze part. We just heard, thank you.
Because I swallow my sneezes.
Yeah, that's always good.
Well, I don't want my spit spraying all over the place.
No, that's fine.
That's why you cover your mouth.
I got
But that's bad for you. It's like when people grab their nose and sneeze and then hold it in like that.
How is it bad for me? What's going to happen?
Yeah, I don't think it's good because your brains will come out your ears.
My brains are going to come out my ears?
Yeah, your brain will be spurting out of your ears.
Confirmed.
Well, y'all better push it back in if that happens.
Yeah, you don't want to get spit on us, but you end up getting matter on us.
Got matter in my eyes.
Push my brain matter back in.
No thank you.
I've been wanting to learn how to use a speed bag for a workout. And I would get one if I could find one that instead of it just being a little ball, the little padded ball thing. If I could get it look like a pair of nuts.
Ew.
Wouldn't that be funny?
No.
If you could get that speed bag, look
Check
like
this out, dude.
nuts.
It's nuts, dude.
It's a speed bag,
But it's nuts.
but it's nuts.
You see that? It's nuts. I was looking at car air fresheners on Amazon. #1 rated car air fresheners, a dangling pair of nuts. It smelled like Hawaiian breeze or something. I was like, who's putting that shit in their car?
What does that
get
say
it.
about who we are as people?
But before we go any further, let me say this about who we are as people. Copyright ATJ Inc. for the punching bag nuts.
Nuts speed bag. Speed bag nuts. Speed nuts. I should look at that.
Ace, you wouldn't put that in your home gym?
I would not put that in my home gym.
Nut punching bag?
No. Can do without a nut bag.
I don't need no nut bag.
I don't need a nut bag hanging in my home gym.
Do they already make them, Riggins? Is that what you found?
There is an example of that actually happening. Nuts through a table.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Punching.
Oh.
I looked it up just to see if
one?
it didn't exist, and it came up with like a real adult.
You lying on a massage table face down. It's got a hole cut out. For
Because like a girl is into
It's just like a girl with a boxing glove on, just like ready to.
Because he's into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
How can y'all be into that at all? Isn't that
Who's
the
y'all?
worst
I'm
pain?
not-
Y'all men.
I think that's crazy.
But there are men who are like, yeah, squeeze on, step on them. Like, why?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't understand it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, like put a high heel on it. It's like, what?
I don't understand any type of pain in that form to be,
Turned on by it,
pleasurable.
yeah.
Yes,
What
I
about
just
being
don't.
choked?
No.
Where are we with
I
that?
can understand
Oh,
that.
man.
I can see that.
Where do we rank hair pulling when it comes to
Certainly
pain?
different than
That's totally
ball
different.
pulling.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Let me see. I want to see. Ah! Those cannot be real.
No, that's probably not real.
Man.
Because if it was,
Also, can you bruise that area?
Yes.
Sure, it's got skin.
Yeah. When a man has a vasectomy, it looks like somebody is just beating him.
It's the literal definition of blue.
Yeah, it's purple, and I mean, this. It
The
looks
reversal
like,
is worse.
I
And it
mean,
gets swollen and stuff, so you just got like a swollen.
That's why you got
sack.
to put ice on.
Ew.
Cold peas.
For 2 days.
That's ugly.
That's not pretty. That's for sure.
Swollen blueberry muffins. I don't like that.
But I mean, it's not just in. I mean, we'll go all the way down your leg.
The bruising?
Yeah, mine did.
Will it go to your butt cheeks?
No, they don't mess with
That'd be
that.
hilarious.
They don't mess
Leave me
with
alone.
that.
My butt cheeks bruised.
But on your inner thighs and stuff, yeah.
Let me just chill.
Looks like water painting.
Oh.
What a
Look like
picture.
you got tie-dye thighs. Yeah, it's bad business, but not as bad as that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just talking about a little novelty punching bag. I wasn't talking about
That's like
the real deal.
Yeah, it's the real deal. Damn it.
Hey, y'all ain't been here.
Hey, stand up, big boy.
Let me punch your nuts.
I wonder how much that costs.
I don't know.
Hey, how you put that on a resume? Well, what was your last place of employment? Nut knockers. What'd you do there? Well, men would come by and they would lie down, face down on a massage table with a hole cut in it, and they would hang their testicles through the hole, and then I would get under the table and punch them.
Yeah. Like damn Muhammad Ali of nut punching.
So you think that qualifies you to be our assistant manager at the bank? Well, yeah. Long, strenuous hours.
Yeah, there's some weirdos out there, man. Some weirdos out there.
Yeah, for real.
But the good news is that I think it's a unique idea, and I don't think anybody else has done it. So we can corner the market.
Yeah, you were unable to find that product when you looked.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, again, what could one possibly enjoy about that? Either the receiving end of that or the one doling out the punishment. I mean,
Well, she's not getting anything out of it, obviously. Besides
she
a check.
probably is getting something out of it. Maybe she like, she's like,
Yeah, I mean,
dope.
not sexually though. I mean,
if someone told me that I could punch him in the nuts like one time, I would totally do it.
why?
Because I
That's
just
to a guy you love.
No, not to a guy I love.
Just
Just
some
someone was
freak.
like, that was like, hey, punch, just to say I did it. I've always wanted to do that.
You've always wanted to punch a guy in the nuts.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For sure.
Who's taking the bullet, Ace? I'm looking at you because I'm definitely not doing it. You would be game for it, though.
I don't want to be hitting the nuts.
I don't either. Who does?
game for it. Like,
He would do it. Ace has done
I'm
crazy
just gonna
shit.
stand there, let her hit me in the nuts.
Yeah,
That's
why
It's
it.
her
not?
lifelong dream.
Yeah, it's
I
one
don't
of my
like
biggest
that.
dreams.
I mean, I don't blame
And I'm
you.
like, I feel like my stature is perfect for like a good wind up.
Yeah.
Like a Three Stooges. The wind up. Yeah.
I need a wind up.
It's a lifelong dream, Ace.
Yeah.
You gonna deny her that?
Yeah, I am going to deny her that.
Wow.
What about you, Rob?
What about you, Rob?
And how do you handle that though when you find out that that's your husband's fetish? Like you catch him cheating or whatever. Well, what were you doing down at that Nut Crushers?
Not well.
Yeah, nut knockers.
And the first thing he says is,
say, well, because I have this I pay women to, and he explains it to her. I mean, what does she do after that? I mean, how do you deal with that kind of a situation?
Okay.
Because his defense is going to be, I knew you wouldn't be interested in this. I had nowhere to go to find this.
Or I didn't make the relations with any other women. They just punched me.
Yeah, like is that? I'd be like, okay, dude.
What would you be like, Alexis?
I'd
if
be like,
your
let
guy
me do
came in
it.
with that and said, I just like going and paying other women to anonymously punch my balls.
I'd be pay me to do it. I'll do it. You're gonna be wasting money paying some stranger.
How much?
But you would charge him?
Yeah.
You
if
charge
he's-
your own husband?
If
or
he's
whatever?
gonna be paying someone else to do it, if he's already like dishing out the money and has put that money aside for the nut punching, yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, but then you're basically a prostitute.
No,
You're
because I'm
doing a
punching
sex-
his nut.
Yeah, but what? I'm punching his neck.
This is not a prostitute.
Doesn't count.
The Share Funny podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.